the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome. Happy Tuesday. How y'all doing? Come on in. Get the likes up on the video. It's your girl. I'm back. Oh, yeah. That's what he messed up. I'm bike. Oh, yeah. Come on in. Get the likes up on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody in the building, y'all. We got a few things to discuss. I had the most fulfilling time in New Orleans, although unfortunate for the reasons why I was there. Just to give y'all another update, like I told y'all the other day, my daddy is doing amazing. He's doing fine. Thank y'all to all the well wishes and prayers. He's great. I spent the last 5 nights in the hospital, sleeping on the couch, holding my daddy's hand. Did do that. I did it the first night. We fell asleep. I fell asleep holding my daddy's hand. I scooted my chair next to his bed. And you know what's crazy? He had just told me a story about when he had an accident before and he almost died. And he had a vision of a woman, he said, that held his hand until the ambulance got there, which that happened when I was a kid. But it's just ironic. I'm thinking about it as I'm talking. But I held his hand going to sleep. And I ain't gonna lie. My daddy woke up the next day, ready to go. Stop acting crazy. I'm a healer. With that being said, y'all, he's doing amazing. But other than that, I learned a whole lot on that trip. And it's a lot that we'll get into later. But shout out to y'all. It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. We back in the building and we got a few things to discuss. Y'all get in here and get the likes up on the video. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Sorry about that. If you are returning, welcome back. What did I do with my pen? Girl, I can't get my life together to save my life. But anyways, it was a lot of enlightening things that took place at home. I got to connect with some family I hadn't seen in a long time, and that was dope. It was just lit. I went to the second line. It was lit, bro. It was so lit. I can't wait to get back for Thanksgiving. I just love my family. You know what I'm saying? And I love y'all because y'all is my other family. So shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all are out there doing your grounding. Make sure you are grounding. Make sure you are doing your genealogy, and also make sure you're meditating and praying. Let me tell y'all something. What I was able to do. So my daddy told me about City Park. City Park is like, I guess, what would be Central Park in New York, but on a very much smaller scale. But he was telling me about this park in the back. He said they used to have a seal exhibit back there, and it still is. And he said the clear people used to call it Monkey Park. But they called it Monkey Park because we used to be back there, right? It's so ironic they call us monkeys when they were the closest to the monkeys. This is ridiculous. But anyways, he was telling me about that, and I was telling him about a tree that I found that I love meditating and sitting under. That's the tree that I showed y'all. But he was like, no. You got to go to the back where the seal section was. He was like, and there's the old trees. He was like, you got to go back there because apparently my daddy used to do this. So, girl, long story short, I get back there and tell me why the area literally runs right along the bayou. And when I tell you I got back there and took my shoes off and put my feet to the soil, and when I tell you, you could feel the ancestors' presence along that bayou, because you got to keep in mind, we are the first engineers. So even if we weren't running from slaves as captives, we lived on the bayou. This is why we're able to drain swamps when we were in the past. Remember, what's the name of that place in Mississippi? Mound Bayou. That was swampy area. Our people were able to drain the swamp and create a whole town. That's what we did. So it's not about being there to feel the slavery part of it. That's the whole infatuated, Hollywood production of the whole thing. What I'm telling you is I was able to feel the ancestors' presence, the energy, how they lived, you know what I'm saying? How they, the way that they did, the way that they were amongst that bayou, just looking into that water. It just was a different experience. But long story short, I meditated over there. I prayed over there. I grounded. It was the most healing experience I did. I did that the last day, right before I got on the plane, actually. That was the last day I did that. And I love that little area. I found me a little duck off where it's just me and the tree, girl. Y'all know I love trees. But anyway, I'm telling you guys, please go out there, do some meditating, do some grounding. It's time to tap in. There's a spiritual warfare happening, and there's a lot of people that need to be awakened. So please tap in. And for those of you who are Black American, please do your genealogy, girl. You want the reparations, you got to have your genealogy. Do your genealogy. All it is a family tree that goes up. You want to know who your mother was, who her mother was, and so on and so forth. This is going to help you to get restoration back to the things that you deserve, things that were taken from your family, because we didn't come from nothing. We didn't come from bums from Africa. That's just not the truth. We came from here. We were already here, okay? And our land was stolen. Our money was stolen. Our economics was stolen. Our minds, identities were stolen. So we need to go get that back. And one of the first ways we can get that back is through meditating, grounding, and prayer. But also, we definitely need to be doing the genealogy, because we got to make sure the 3D paperwork is done. So when we ready to handle the business on a 5D level, does that make sense? Okay. So please, 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 y'all, if y'all don't do nothing else, please do your grounding, meditating, and prayer, and also genealogy. I had an epiphany in the car as I was getting clarity. Let me tell you what's about to happen, girl. So this whole Diddy thing, because I seen the picture. Let me get him on here. Let me put it in perspective. I got this clarity while I was driving. Because see, I was talking to my ancestors about some things. You know, my ancestors don't play about me. I don't know about y'all. You feel what I'm saying? So me and the ancestors was just boom, 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 chopping it up on the way to go pick up Saint or whatever. And part of the thing brought up Diddy. And the part of the Diddy that came up was all about the Benjamins, right? And this is the epiphany or the clarity or whatever. This is what I got. Hold on. Let me get Diddy on here. Now, I had just seen him. And again, I'm sorry for not going live or putting out content, y'all. I was giving my daddy 100% of my energy in order to heal him. I went out there to give him 100% of my energy. So that's why I didn't put out no content. I did do a little 30-minute live under the tree, but that was, just to do a little 1-2. But for the most part, I was giving all my energy to my daddy. But I was paying attention. Ears was plugged into the streets. And look, so I seen this, right? And I had already seen that this is Diddy. For those of you who don't know, Diddy is sentenced to jail. They say he getting out 2028, 26, or something like that. Either way, the picture resurfaces of Diddy on the yard. I seen 50 on there talking about he looks like he's in heaven around handsome men, all types of stuff, girl. And I'm over here saying, Lord, this is crazy. But then in my conversation with the ancestors as I'm on the way to go get Saint, I got a confirmation from something, and one of those confirmations came through the song all about the Benjamins. I'm sorry. Y'all remember the song, What Y'all Wanna Do? Wanna be ballers, shot callers, ball. I ain't gonna lie. When I was back in the days in high school, coming out of high school, girl? When that song came out, I used to want to sound like the people from New York. I did. I used to wonder what it feel like putting on the heavy boots. I did, in the big old jackets. I did, and I used to be, what y'all wanna do? Wanna be boy? Bad enough I was already following Lil' Kim. So I really was, what I'm saying? But anyway, that was off subject. But anyway, so look. So anyways, in that confirmation of all about the Benjamins, you get it. I watched a video and I got this clarity. And this is what it is. This is what's going on with Diddy. Diddy got set down by the ancestors, by spirit, by the Most High. Diddy was put in front of us to be slain in front of us the way that he is. Now, mind you, this is a two-edged thing for Diddy, because the enemy got his ass too. But spirit and the Most High is standing back like this. Okay, now, this is Diddy's lashing. You know how the book say They put the biggest in front of the people to slay him in front of the people, to let the people know, oh, don't mess with them, because they put your biggest, strongest buck. Okay, in that same sentence, that applies. But on the flip side of it, on the spiritual side of it, Diddy got too big for his britches. Diddy is a very powerful man, a very, very powerful manifester. This is why he's a billionaire. Diddy is one of the gods, whether you want to believe it or not. And when I say gods, I don't mean the most high. And I'm going to have to stop clarifying this. Y'all going to have to start being able to have intuition to understand when I'm using these terms. But when I say gods, I don't mean as the most high, meaning he's able to tap into his God-given ability, his God-given talents to make it manifest for him, okay? Now, because of that, Diddy has been able to do that. And that means he has a lot of spiritual knowledge. And Diddy took that and used it for bad. Okay, now Diddy was used, and I thank God and the Most High allowed him to be used to get him right here, right now, to drag him down to the ground in front of the masses, take him and strip him of everything in front of us all. That is the truth. However, if Diddy is to redeem himself, if Diddy is to do right by himself, Diddy is going to have to restore every single person that he did wrong. I don't know if that means all monetarily. I don't know if that means all, I don't know what that entails, but the diddler, Sean Diddy Combs, is going to have to restore every single person that he has done wrong, okay? In whatever fashion, he has the ability to do it. And upon doing that, then he will be restored. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be no rich billionaire. That's beyond me. But that's what's going on. You watching Diddy receiving his lashings. You watching Diddy receiving his lashings in front of everybody. He's going to be one of the big examples of what could happen if you get into this spirituality and tap into your godhood and turn into Diddy. Does that make sense? He's going to be the poster child of what not to do. You see, this the crazy part. Is his birthday today? This the crazy part. He gonna be one of the most lasting freaking examples that you're gonna see. And let me tell you why. He's the sacrificial lamb. And let me tell you why. And I'm looking at this picture and everybody wondering why he's smiling. That nigga just happy to have interaction with people. Nigga could have put Diddy in a cage with rats, and that nigga would have had the same big old smile on his face. He just had that. Listen, they was whooping his ass in that cell. When they locked Diddy up by himself, all the demons, that nigga, they was whooping his ass. They dragged him down to the ground. You know what? You want to see why his face is so happy like that? You want to know why that nigga was all down to the courthouse? That nigga was just happy to come up out of facing that mirror. Let me tell you something. It ain't for you and it ain't for me. It's for God. It ain't for you and it ain't for me. It's for God. But God is using Diddy to be the sacrificial lamb of what not to do. He's going to be the example. And listen, he has free will. If Diddy is to make it out of this, Diddy's going to have to repent and he's going to have to restore every single person that he did wrong. I'm telling you. And God gonna restore him back to light. Now, for those of you out there who feel like, oh, not Diddy. Well, I beg your pardon, God. I beg your pardon, the least high, because you ain't the most. I beg your pardon, the least high, because you ain't the most. Don't let it go over your head. Let's move on, girl. I just wanted to put that on there. I got that during my confirmation. You know, sometimes when I be talking and get my confirmations, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it be two double. Yeah, I get a lot. I get more than one thing out of one thing. Does that make sense? Y'all get the likes up on the video. Get the likes up on the video. T. Roberts, thank you for the super chat. Says, boo, I lost my matriarch to my family, and I want to thank you for being valuable to my life in ways you don't know you are appreciated. T. Roberts, my heart, I am so sorry. And my condolences go out to you and your family, first and foremost. And I'm so sorry to hear that. And your ancestor, your grandmother has transitioned onto the room. And guess what? Let me say this to a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all need to start looking at it in this aspect, because this is what's really happening. A lot of our people, not all of them, let's really be clear, not all of them, but a lot of our people in transitioning are transitioning over to the spirit realm to be of a guide, to be of assistance, to be of help. Okay? A lot of them, don't get me wrong, it is their time. Your time is your time. But some of our ancestors, some of our people have transitioned over to be a guide, to be a help, to walk with you. So a lot of y'all don't know that a lot of y'all ancestors have always walked with you. Okay? So I understand the sadness of losing someone here, and I understand the 3D realm of feeling like losing someone, but understand that your people ain't going nowhere. If you even understand the Bible, you understand that energy can't be destroyed or something. They got to go somewhere else, and they all going to help you, baby. I promise you. I promise you. So I hope you find some type of peace in that, T. Roberts, and I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. I understand your heart, your 3D heart, going to hurt. It's going to weep here in this room. But just know your grandmother ain't left. Your matriarch or whoever it was has not gone away from you. Trust me, and she'll reveal herself. Let's get back into the show. Shout out to y'all. Y'all get into the building and get the lights up. Jay, is it Jay or Joy? Jay, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. Daisha, thank you for being a member for 6 months, sending love. I appreciate y'all. Y'all sent me so much love, and I felt it all. Thank you. I really appreciate each and every one of y'all. Aquarius Moon 713, thank you for being a member for 3 months. Says, so thankful that your dad is well, and you definitely look refreshed. I'm grateful for you and your channels. I've learned so much from you. Oh man, don't make me cry, y'all. Thank you so much, Aquarius Moon. Thank you. I really, y'all don't even know how much this means to me. Like, I really believe it. We got to get into the show. Y'all, thank y'all. Don't get me all mushy. Jay, thank you for the super chat. Says, I'm so glad your father is well. Sending love. Now, there's a video of Junior on Blue during the stream, and it broke my heart. Rock will pay for this. Speaking of, I'm so glad you brought that up, Jay. Meet me down to the dollhouse. I got baddies coming out before, and then meet me down to the dollhouse this evening. Oh, girl, you know I don't sleep. Please meet me down to the dollhouse where we will be Joce the Rockheads. Please, we will be Joce in Blue Home. I said free him to this backwards. Now I want to reverse it. Don't get me started. Please, don't get me started. Meet me down to the dollhouse, girl. It's gonna be a lot going on because I told, hey, didn't I tell y'all it's gonna depend on Blue? Did I not tell y'all Krishan's career moving forward depends on Blue? I know what I said because I was there when I said it. Prophetess Vu, y'all gonna make me dig in the Voodoo Diamonds bag. Y'all gonna make me dig into my Voodoo Diamonds bag. I give y'all Prophetess Vu every day. Y'all gonna make me dig into my Voodoo. I'ma hold it. Meet me down at the dollhouse this evening. Oh yeah. Meet me down there. Make sure y'all pull over, pop out. I got snacks. I got everything y'all need. Just come as you are to the dollhouse. We going to get into it. Divine Energy, thank you for the super chat. Says, that's right, Voodoo. Diddy is excellent at manifesting facts. We all have the same power. We just have to tap into it. Peace and love to you and your family, Voodoo. Listen, Divine Energy, let me tell you something. Girl, you just said a word. Let me tell you something. Every single one of us have that power to manifest. And Diddy is just a powerful manifester. You know what it made me think of? I don't know if that was Gene who told that story, but somebody told the story of Diddy going into I think it was Gene. I don't remember. Somebody told the story of Diddy being in a house and it was gambling at the house. And Diddy basically he basically said that he wasn't going to lose. I think he lost once. I think they were playing cards or something. I'm telling you, man, listen, the story went, and forgive me for butchering it, but the story went, Diddy went to a friend's house where they were playing cards or something like that. They were gambling. And when Diddy won, when he went the first time, he lost. It was Gene. Okay. Yeah, he lost. But then they said that Diddy came back and put it in his hand. He said, I'm not losing again. And when he said it, he meant it. And when he said it, he meant it. And it happened. Diddy is a master manifester. That nigga taps into his powers beyond what you could believe. Why you think he got where he at? When that nigga be jumping up hollering, oh, I'm not gonna lose. Oh, y'all think that nigga just be speaking from arrogance. That nigga tapping into his God-like powers that you have as well. Man, watch out. That dude, and this is why he getting his slapping and his scolding in front of the entire world. This is why, because he knows better. Does that make sense? And listen, you can't question me. You can't question God, girl, please. Question God. I just gave y'all the story, okay? I'm just telling y'all what it is. Question God. Don't. Okay. I'm swear to God. Now, let's get back into the show. We got a lot going on, y'all. Get the likes up on the video. So we're talking about SNAP benefits. Who's actually the people that are not going to get these benefits, and who are the people who are affected? Because from what I'm hearing and seeing, it's a lot of foreigners with the hard ER. Okay, we're gonna get into that. Cardi B and her misery. I'm tired of letting y'all get on here and make me believe that she's happy. She's horribly miserable. Baby mama number 5. And just because y'all see them on the internet smiling and key, we gonna get into it. Then we got AI to bring in 2-day work weeks. I'm gonna say this once. No, I'm gonna say it more than once, but I'm gonna say it again because I've said it before. Convenience is going to kill you. I don't know who needs to hear this. Convenience is literally going to kill you. Let me explain. Hold on. Let me drink some water because I don't want that to go over nobody's head. Because we're going to jump right into that story. I don't want this to go over nobody's head. Hold on. It's the same concept of the Africans, right? Think about the Africans coming to America to do braids. The only reason that the Africans do so well financially with doing the braids is not because they do the best braids. Because if you really be honest, they don't. Okay? The reason why they're so successful is because they offer convenience. Whereas it normally would have taken someone 6 to 8 hours to get their hair done, you can go and get it done in 2 or 3 with more than one people doing your hair, more than one person doing your hair. Convenience. This is the bait. It's like going fishing. My daddy used to take us fishing. We used to catch speckled trout. Oh, I used to love when we catch redfish. I know how to clean them, gut them, skin them, everything, girl. We was doing that from a little bitty girl. So I already know. Anyways, I'm saying all that to say, listen. My daddy used to take us fishing, and depending on the bait was depending on what we would catch. And I remember sometimes, I don't know if it was we was, I don't know, but sometimes in my daddy tackle box, he had the fake fish, you know, the ones that kind of glow in the water, but they were rubber. And then sometimes he'll go get worms, he'll go buy worms, or sometimes he'll go buy shrimps. My daddy used to like chop up little shrimps and put it on the end of the hook, and he'll fish with that, and the speckled trout and the catfish and all that stuff, and hit it faster because it's the act. Like he'll go get like real live shrimp, not live shrimp, but raw shrimp from the store. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how we are. Okay, the convenience is the bait at the end of the ride. Is what I'm telling you guys. That is what convenience is. Convenience is the bait. Now, convenience can be something as small as, oh, I got my little Swiffer, little vacuum thing, you know, the one that go around your house, or I have, you know, the SIRI person, or the ALEXIS, or whatever, that girl, and all of that. That's the smart. That could be the little, you know, the little fake bait. You know, it only attracts certain fish, but yet and still it's bait. It's used to lure you on the hook so they can grab you in. But then they start bringing out the big dogs. Now, I told y'all about the robots. I told y'all that the robots were going to be accessible to y'all. I seen on a thing, they had them, you can get one for $400 down. Now, oh yeah, they're going to be out for Christmas. You can get your robot for $400 down. I think they 20 racks, but you can put 400 down, and you can pay a little monthly. Oh, I watch Christmas. How many people about to get robots? That's the shrimp. That's the good bait, right? And what you don't understand is on the other end of that ride, on the other end of that pole, is death and destruction. Your convenience is the bait that they're using to reel you in and kill you mentally, physically, emotionally, economically, spiritually, in every which way possible. They gonna try to turn you, no, not try. That convenience is going to be what's used to reel you in so they can turn you every which way but loose and turn you into that slave. And this is where it's coming to. Hold on, because I've showed y'all this before. And this is the ultimate end goal. Once they turn you every which way but loose, boom, there you go. You see what I'm saying? Your convenience, your convenience, your convenience. Your convenience. Convenience is going to kill you. Convenience is going to put you into slavery. Convenience is going to be the thing that I'm telling you. I'm just giving y'all the tea. Okay? I'm just giving y'all the tea. That wasn't your past. This is your future. They're going to make y'all into robots. They're going to make the robots the real humans, transhumans, and they're going to make you the robots. Because they're going to kill you spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, every which way but loose. And they're going to be transporting your ass back and forth just like this. And this is the worst part. Let me make you laugh. And I hate to use that term, but that's something we say in New Orleans, or maybe that's just a black person thing. Let me make you laugh. They're not going to put you on the boat with chains. You're going to walk on. That's what convenience gonna get. That's what's on the other end of that ride. They not gonna have to chain you up like Kunta, keep us free. They ain't gonna have to do all that. That was just for the movies. That was for the movies. You gonna walk up there voluntarily and you gonna lay in your spot and you gonna keep us free. Keep us free. Yay. That's what convenience gonna get you. So keep that in mind. Now let's get into this story that I found. Okay. Now, y'all get to like something on the video because we about to talk. We about to Joce. I ain't Joce with y'all for a couple of days last week. I missed y'all yesterday. We gonna Joce. That's what we here. That's why we here. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, honey. I'm gonna get to that first too. I'm gonna get to that. Hold on, I got so much. Oh, here we go. All right. So now, here come Bill Gates. I keep telling y'all be wanting the doggone trust these billionaires who are real life eugenics, allegedly. You see what I'm saying? Bill Gates, Fauci, all these eugenics, all these people who want to see you dead, all these people who invest a lot of money and time and resources to buy land just so they can see you like this. All these people y'all be trusting because the internet and the media tell y'all to trust. These are the people that's putting all their time, money, and resources into the future to get you just like this. Let's really be clear. These are not your friends. These are your enemies. So now let's get into this AI bit. Listen, it says Bill Gates predicts a 2-day work week within the next 10 years. Say AI could replace humans for most things. Now this is a huge, huge title. First and foremost, he ain't predicting no 2-day work week. That's what they're going to put you on when they put you in the 15-minute city I've been telling you about. Remember I told you that? Remember I told you if you don't elevate and tap into yourself spiritually, I know what I said. I was there when I said it. I said, hey, y'all, especially y'all with melanated people or melanated skin, you guys need to tap in because if not, they're going to transfer you on a boat that looks like this. Hold on. And not necessarily all the time, but if not, they're going to make you this and they're going to put you here, right? And then they're going to put you in these 15-minute cities where they're going to tell you what you can and can't do. You will be under 24-hour surveillance. You will not be able to eat, sleep, shit, or do nothing until they tell you you can. Okay? Concentration camp 10.0. So Bill Gates ain't predicting nothing. He's telling you what they're trying to do. Please do your grounding, meditating, praying, and tap in. Okay? Now, what they're saying in this title is that they're going to put you on a 2-day work week. He ain't predicting nothing. They're going to put you on a 2-day work week, and the AI is going to run the whole bit. It's the same thing. Hold on. Does that not look like this? Hold on. Girl, you hear them dogs? Girl, shut up, dogs. Girl, I can't stand them dogs. Let me show y'all. Look. Let me show y'all. Tell me that don't look just like this. Tell me that and this ain't the same thing. Now, mind you, I'm going to read it. I'm going to read the article and y'all take a look. Remember the Terminator, the original Terminator movie? In the original Terminator, and remember, shout out to the sister, Sophia Stewart. She said it would happen. In the original Terminator, remember, they were saying that the AI or the robots were doing most of the work. The humans were kind of like there. Okay? So keep that in mind as I read this article to you. Because we are here. Y'all think I remember watching the Terminator in the 80s, thinking this something gonna happen in 30,059. Some stuff that I never heard. Girl, we here. Welcome to the party. You're late. Girl, we are here. Welcome to the party. You're late. Y'all better do y'all genealogy, tap in, meditate, ground. Because the people who are not grounding and tapped in, those are the people who going first. And unfortunately, you can't help nobody. It's going to be a lot of your loved ones. Now, let me read this article. It says, Bill Gates believes artificial intelligence will change daily life so drastically that people may only need to work 2 days a week within the next decade. Now, mind you, this is how they sell it to you. Y'all tired of working. Y'all ain't making no money. So as soon as somebody come to you and say, hey, we're going to switch your work week from 5 days to 2 days, and you're going to make the same amount of money, most people going to bite and not even think twice about it. It's the convenience. That's the bait. That's the shrimp on the end of the rod. Convenience is the shrimp on the end of the ride, okay? They're banking on you being poor. This is why I tell you to meditate. They're banking on you being poor. I don't mean in your pocketbook, because there's a lot of people with large pocketbooks who are poor, men and women. They're banking on you being poor, and you're going to take the bait, okay? When I say poor, I mean your mindset, your mentality. That's what I mean when I said they're banking on you being poor. This is why you need to tap in and get your spiritual inheritance and become rich. Does that make sense? Now let's get back into it. So now they're going to offer you the 2-day work week for the same money. It says, and it can happen within the next decade. Girl, next 5 tops. During a recent interview, Gates said AI is becoming so advanced that it could soon handle most repetitive and cognitive tasks, leaving humans to focus on creativity and personal fulfillment instead of traditional labor. Now, let me say this. This is the biggest red flag. How the hell the AI going to take on all of the cognitive tasks? That means they don't want you to use your brain for nothing. And you want to hear something crazy? They already got y'all not using your brain. 90% of the people on the internet don't use their brain for nothing. 90% of the people on the internet don't use their brain 99% of the time. 90% of the people on the internet is really walking around on autopilot. Think about it. Nobody put no thought in nothing. Everything they getting from somewhere else. Everything they getting it from the internet. They getting it from everything they do. From the moment you wake up and log into your internet or your YouTube or your Facebook, to brushing your teeth, to going on the internet, to getting in the car. Every single thing, you ain't using your brain to do none of that. You doing everything repetitively. You already there. So now what they saying is, we're going to get the AI to come in and we're going to take away even the little bit that you think you have and let the AI do all of your cognitive thinking. Make it make sense. Okay? So like I said, don't take offense to it, because I'm just learning to start using my brain. I'm not saying nothing to call nobody out. I am the same person who since July, since I quit my job in July, I'm just starting to learn how to use my brain. So I'm not coming from a place of, oh, y'all beneath. No, girl, I'm here with you, girl. We figuring it out together. Okay? We figuring it out together. But most of us are operating on an autopilot. And we're operating on autopilot because we're told everything to do. I'm talking about from the moment we close our eyes till we open them again. So now they want the AI to do all the cognitive thinking, right? And you focus on your creativity. Child. Then it goes on to say, He compared it to industrial revolution, but warned this shift will happen much faster. Urging governments to rethink how education and income are structured to adapt. It says, would you actually be down for a 2-day work week if it meant AI took over most jobs? Or does that sound scary? Girl, they're going to give you a 2-day work week to do the thinking for you. Now, this is where our creatives and our powerful people come in. And this is why the Most High called me and woke me up to come and wake you niggas up. Wake your duck ass up. Because now this is where the power of the mind comes in. See, and I need Black Americans to hear this. Get out your head. Oh, we can't do this because of what they did in Tulsa. Oh, we can't do it. Did you see how they had them German shepherds biting my Uncle Joe back in 72? Was you out there when they hit us with the rubber bullets? No, you wasn't now. Y'all got to get out of that. This is a spiritual warfare. That shit don't have no power. And unless you believe that that's more powerful than God, then that's a whole nother story. Get that out your mind. The reason why everything you about to see is going toward cognitive this, cognitive that, cognitive is because everything is going to spiritual warfare. Your mind is up for grabs, bitch. I need you to wake your duck ass up. That's why I'm telling you to go outside and meditate and ground and pray. Even if you don't want to meditate and ground, girl, get on your knees and pray, girl. Do something. Because this is a spiritual warfare and your ass is on the chopping block now. Now, I got me. I can't even say I got my child. Everybody is every man for themselves in this war. You can't save nobody. You can only save you. Okay? But I'm telling you now, it's moving to the spiritual aspect of it because they understand that these bombs, these guns, all this weaponry that they have that they've been able to use, it's dead. Once we come into power, Power Rangers, go, go, Power Rangers. I told y'all we was them niggas. This why I'm over here waking y'all up. I told y'all it was us. Once we come into power, it won't have any effect. Stop worrying about that. If you trust God, if you trust the Most High, you do it and you leave it there. That's it. Right, it's morphin' time. You mighty morphin' Power Ranger. I used to love that song. I used to love that show. What it was, pterodactyl, Tyrannosaurus, saber-tooth tiger. I used to want to be the Pink Ranger, but I didn't like she was clear. I hated it. I wanted to be the Pink Ranger so bad, but she was clear, blonde hair, blue-eyed, lily white. I just couldn't attach. You know what I'm saying? And it really bothered me. So I had to settle on the yellow one, but I couldn't even attach to that bitch. It was a time, girl. I just settled on the nigga with the bowl cut. Yeah, I just settled on him. I just settled on him and just put my heart on him because I didn't know where to go. They didn't have one like me. I wasn't a lily white and I wasn't a yellow mellow. You feel what I'm saying? So I was just like, well, I'll just go be the nigga then. But no, for real though, for real. Yeah, that was her name, Kimberly. Yay. Zach, the one who had the Zach had the didn't he have a what they used to call it? An Eddie Pert? Not an Eddie Pert. But he had the bowl lining, the lining that come like this. You know them boys, sometimes they lining come right here. And the hell come right here. Y'all know what I'm talking about, them little weird ass niggas. We used to go to school with, everybody went to school with at least one. You know what I'm saying? Weird ass nigga. He was real smart too. Real smart. The nigga with the lining that start right here always was smart. Let's start there first. But the nigga lining, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it come like a little bowl, like a U. And it be right here. Yeah, that was the Black Ranger. I had to settle on him. I had to settle on him. I had to settle on that bowl cut ass nigga. But no, I'm saying all that to say, because we got to get back to it. Listen, y'all, listen. We are in the spiritual warfare, for real, for real. You have to ground your energy. You have to tap in. Please tap in because this is real. It's not going to be 10 years. And yes, you're definitely going to be on a 2-day work week, but it is not going to be to your benefit when you don't even have the freedom to do what you want. Okay? Please, 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 let's be clear. And they telling you all this prediction. They giving you the script. They ain't predicting nothing. They been knew all this was popping up 100 years ago. They ain't predicting nothing. They ain't never predicted nothing. They just giving you the script. I told y'all my dream said it's all scripted. It's all fake to an extent. That's what my dream said. My dream, I put it on the channel. My dream said all of it. Everything is fake to an extent. You see it happening in real, but it's not what you think it is. It's not what these eyes can see. And let me say this too. For those who can see, for those seers, for those of us who have been able to open that third eye, it is for you to see and help the others, okay? That's what this is all about. Because most people are looking through these eyes and they'll never see it through those. It's not meant for you to see it through those. It's meant for you to see it through that. That's why they're telling you go let AI do all the cognitive thinking. Hell no. Hell no. But anyway, y'all be careful, y'all. Get the likes up on the video. Please be careful. Please be careful. Please, please, please be careful. And please, like I said, do your genealogy. This is going to help you. This ain't going to help me. It's going to help you. It ain't going to help nobody but you and your family. I ain't getting nothing out of you finding out who your grandmother and great-grandmother is. It is to help you, okay? Now, let's move on. Let's get into these SNAP benefits, right? Y'all make sure y'all pull up at the dollhouse later on where we will be discussing this situation with Krishan and Blueface. Blueface is home, but we will be discussing some things. So make sure y'all pull up. SNAP benefits. Let me say this. Before we get into this, Pastor Jamal Bryant, is that his name? Oh, girl, my shorts. Oh, sorry. Now, where was I going with that? Oh, the SNAP benefits. You see that? What's his name? Let me go get him. Hold on. Let me go get him on here. Hold on. You see that Jamal Bryant acting like he about to go feed the niggas? Whole time Atlanta is full of foreigners with a hard ER, and he about to use black people's resources, energy, and money to feed them foreigners. I told y'all this nigga was a goddamn a politician. I told y'all that. I told y'all Jamal Bryant is a politician. I told y'all there is no separation between church and state. Them niggas party together, sleep together. They are one in the same. Okay? I told you niggas that. Now here he come acting like he got an initiative to help niggas when the fact of the matter is Atlanta's filled with foreigners with a hard ER. That nigga about to use all you niggas' energy, all you niggas' time, all you niggas' food stamps, resources, and cash to feed all them foreigners with a hard ER. But this is what I suggest. Since the nigga want to give back, I think all the poor niggas in all the surrounding areas of Atlanta need to gather up them things, get together, and pull up to the church. Yeah, I think they need to get in line. Yeah, because see, this is what the pastor is not counting on. He's counting on you just assuming that because it's a black church, assuming that it's all black people, that he's going to feed black people. But I promise you, mark my word, when you see this man do the rollout, it is not going to be the majority of us. It is going to be them. Pastor Jamal Bryant is using us to feed the foreigners. You just don't see it. But I'm telling you, it ain't for y'all, for those of you to see with these two eyes. It's for those of us who can see with this one. This nigga is a op. And he looks sick. I ain't saying he's sick, but he giving me, what was his mentor name? What was the mentor name? The one who was big and swole, and then next thing you know, you turned around and he was this big. He looked sick. What's the mentor dude? Eddie Long. He is a product of his mentor. Let's never forget that. My mama used to tell me, show me your friends, and they tell me a lot about you. The old school people used to say, birds of a feather flock together. Both of them niggas ain't no good. But anyway, he's going to use us to give to these people. Watch. I'm not saying that no black people are going to be there, but his initiative is to take our resources and our stuff to feed them foreigners. And y'all are going to see it. And when you see it, I hope that it opens your eyes because he's using you. All them unsuspecting black women in that church giving all their energy every Sunday, all their time, all their money, and they not even realize they getting played. And you wonder why I hate the church. This is a play, y'all. This is a play. Do not let that do not let that fool you. Now he been on here hollering about he want to do SNAP benefits. I'm sorry, he want to do an initiative to help the people, but this is a play to get him into politics. This nigga trying to be a Georgia State Senator or something like that. This nigga trying to go to Rev Warnock Avenue. He trying to go Rev. He trying to be Rev Warnock, y'all. Can y'all not see the play? He playing on y'all. Watch that nigga be running for some sort of doggone watch that nigga be running for some sort of office or something. Watch. Look, let's get into it. Let's get into him talking about how he want to help the people. Look.
41 million people that are on food stamps. Y'all ready? 78% of them are white. You had in your mind that it's black people that's on welfare. Only 26% of recipients of food stamps are black people. We working hard every day.
Did I not tell y'all that that's because of the welfare queen situation? I told y'all when they put up the welfare queen, that black woman who was scamming the system and doing it flawlessly. Let's really be clear. That lady was buying minks, bitch, on welfare. The fuck? That lady was a genius. But they flipped it and made her the face of welfare by calling her the welfare queen. It's the same thing they about to do with gambling with them boys over there in the NBA. It's a lie. You ain't never, and I keep telling y'all, y'all not no minority. You ain't never been no minority. It's a psychological warfare. You not the face of food stamps. So while you over here crying and dying, thinking all these black people about to go crazy, I'm not saying black people not about to be affected. What I'm telling you is while you're sitting here thinking that, oh my God, so many black people are going to be jacked up, it's more of them. So if they the ones getting the stamps taken away from, then who Pastor Brian going to be feeding? I'm telling you who it is. It's a lot of foreigners.
We're eating by the sweat of our brow. We making $1 out of 15 cents. Every other Saturday, because I don't want you to think that I am just commiserating about the problem without offering solution. Of the 41 million people that are on food stamps, y'all ready? 78% of them are white.
Shut up.
New Birth is not new to this. We're true to this. Since the pandemic, we have fed 1 million families. And on today, when it is that SNAP benefits have been cut off, we're turning all the way up. I'm grateful unto God that 2,000 families.
I can't play the music because he got the music in the back. And let's be clear. They're very special. They're very intelligent. Because you got to get somebody with their own footage. They'll show you buku footage of black people because they want you to think that that's the real. Okay. And again, I'm not saying black people not going out there to get help. What I'm telling you is the masses of the people who getting the help ain't you. But they are very, very clever because they know that you only going to look with these eyes and you ain't going to go no further. Okay. So what they going to do is show you a commercial, show you this of them helping people who look like you so that you think that that's where your energy and resources are going. When the fact of the matter is that's not the case. You got to catch somebody with their own phone out there like this, and then you'll see who's really out there. I promise you. I promise you.
Because we will not stop just because the government.
Starting today as November the 1st that we will not be getting any more stuff to feed our families with.
I hope that this lady not acting. I really pray that this lady not acting. I hope that they found her and they using her. Because if this lady is acting, again, crisis actors are real. Hello? Put a 3 in the chat if you ever heard of a crisis actor. What y'all don't know is they're a crisis actor. There are people that they put on news stations. Y'all ever seen the dude who say, ain't nobody got time for that? The lady who say, ain't nobody got time for that? Those are crisis actors, for real. They're people who put on the news to evoke reaction. Those are crisis actors. A lot of the people at one point in time that were going viral, a lot of them weren't crisis actors. They just happened to go into it, but they hire people to do this. So I'm just saying she could definitely be a crisis actor, someone that they hire to give a testimony so it can evoke a reaction out you. It's real.
I have 2 grandkids, 2, and I'm just saying, God, please.
Or I'm here for my client.
That lady ain't drop a tear. Do you hear me? That lady eyes was as dry as my coochie on a Saturday night in the house by myself. Do you hear me? Ma'am, go. I knew it. Go, ma'am. You ought to be cause my grandkids, I just know they needed something to eat. And ain't dropped a tear, ma'am. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, old lady. You ought to be ashamed. And I'm pretty sure her grandchildren running around there saying that lady don't give a damn about none of us. We asked her to spend the night last weekend and she told us no. I know they ain't lying. That lady gotta stop. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you, man, y'all got to stop.
Client, she's affected by the government shutdown with the food stamps, so I'm here to help her so she can eat.
I have to decide if I want to put gas in my truck or food on the table.
You a lie and a half, nigga. You just got your hair twisted. Stop lying, nigga. See what I'm talking about? I ain't gonna let him do it. You just got your hair retwisted. What you mean you had to decide on whether to put gas in your tank or to get something to eat? Nigga, you should have took the money from your hair getting retwisted and put the gas in your tank and then go get you something to eat. And we wouldn't even, man, watch out. See what I'm saying, y'all? Look at it. Nigga said, yeah, man, shit rough. Man, I had to figure out if I was going to feed me or feed my 6 kids. And I only had a loaf of bread, so I just starved. You know, I just took a slice of the inbread. I just took the import and broke it off for them, you know, because I had to figure out, shit, was I going to go get me or was I going to go feed my kids? And I looked at it and I said, well, shit, don't nobody eat the inbread no way, so I just gave it to the church. You feel? Man, go lay down, bro. You ain't had you ain't worried about if you going to eat or pay. See what I'm saying? Milani said the retwist was in this budget. Child, it must have been. Food didn't make the budget. And he do look good, Shaw J. He cute. He look like he smell good too. On here talking about he was trying to decide. Crisis actors. That nigga ain't had to. The only thing that nigga had to decide this morning when he got up was what he gonna tell his old lady the truth about what he was last night, or was he gonna keep up the lie? That's the only decision that nigga woke up this morning with. I promise you, that nigga was in the club last night. I know them twists. He was in the club last night. That nigga, he a lie.
It helps out a lot.
If the people that are serving out here, great job. Great job, and keep doing what you're doing and keep the Heavenly Father first.
Everybody live with smiles on their face, blessings.
I love y'all. Y'all are so good.
Ma'am, who does she the worst one? You know why I say she the worst? Because she putting it on thick. She doing the most now. The lady's face been dry the whole commercial, and she been in tears the whole time. And I'm trying to see something. You see what I'm saying? How's you in tears the whole time, but your face been dry as well? This lady here is the worst of them all. Ma'am, you wrong for this, ma'am. You wrong. I said what I said.
Thank y'all.
Oh, I did see a tear. Oh, she did. She do have a tear. She got one. Let me see. Oh, she got two. She got two, y'all. She got two. Maybe I was wrong. Hold on. I think I saw 2. Either way, Jamal Bryant full of shit. Let's get into the real tea, okay? Listen, let me tell you something. Just like I told y'all before, a lot of you guys weren't on my channel when we were doing the politics action going off like that. But let me say this. And let me say this too. Thank you, Just Anticipate, for saying that. One thing about Black people, girl, we not like clears. We don't know how to cry and let one lonely tear fall. We don't do that. I don't know a black person alive that could make a silent cry with just let the one tear. We don't do that. We too extra and emotional for that. You see what I'm saying? The tears, you see what I'm saying? We don't, that's something you see on TV. But you don't just be sitting somewhere talking and just the one lonely tear dry. Girl, that don't happen in real life for niggas, not for black people. Yeah, we ugly cry, we ugly tear. Yeah, girl, these people getting on here. Girl, again. I think I saw two tears. But I know that ain't us. I know us. And I know if that lady really was crying about them children and them grandchildren eating, it would be an ugly cry. It wouldn't be, I think I see a tear. I know my people. You see what I'm saying? I know my people. Yeah, she'll be snotting and crying. She would be snotting and crying on there, and she'll have a back seat full of grandchildren. All of them, ain't none of them in their seatbelt. She'd have had two in the front with one on the lap. She'd have had 4, 5 of them in the back. She'd have said, I don't know where their mama's at. I've been looking for them, but these children got to eat. Yeah. That would have been, in Atlanta, girl, please. She would have had 10 children in the back seat getting ready for a ticket for seatbelt. Girl, please. Please. Where the grandchildren you talking about? Girl, I'm just saying I know my people. All I'm saying is I know my people. Okay? And I feel like that lady was full of crap. I felt it. As soon as she came on the screen, I said, Cap. But anyways, look. So listen. So, right, we do Viola Davis cry. We really do. So listen, let's get into when I was doing the politics thing, when I was trying to get my people off the plantations of both Democratic and Republican, mostly Democratic at the time, I was talking to you guys about how they hid this stuff. So DEI, what they did was try to hide something inside of something that we need so that when someone goes to take it, it affects us. For instance, y'all ever, I'll give you an example. When I went on my vacation a couple of years ago, me and my ex, he had, what did he have? His phone and his money, right? So he had his phone and his money, and he, in the beach towel, we took the phone, we went to go get in the water, and he took the towel and wrapped the phone and his money inside of the beach towel. I think that that's not a good thing to do. The reason I don't think that's a good thing to do is because most people are absent-minded when they pick up towels. They're not going to think, holy crap, something might be in here. They'll typically just grab it, meaning things will just like fall out. So what the concept for him though was, I'm going to hide it inside of this beach towel so that it's hidden where the masses can't see. When people are passing by on the beach, they'll just say, oh, it's just a random towel. They won't know that there's valuables inside of the towel, okay? Or inside of the towel. Now take that concept and flip it. What the government did was take things that are valuable or seemingly valuable to us, like DEI, like food stamps, things that we think and believe are seemingly valuable to us. And what they did was take their little BS and wrapped it inside of it. So for instance, when Trump rolled back DEI, it's going to look like Trump's taking away all the SNAP benefits, when the fact of the matter is they're doing like an audit. They're going in there, seeing who should have them and shouldn't have them. And guess what? For those of you who shouldn't have them, you're getting off. And can I say this too? Can I please say this too? God bless those of my people who get food stamps and who need them. God bless those of my people who get food stamps and welfare and don't abuse the system. But I'm going to tell you like this. For those of you niggas who have been utilizing this system generationally, I do not care about how y'all feel. Y'all niggas got to get off your ass. It's time. It's time. And you know what's crazy? The Most High put you in the best position now to do that. Do it now. Okay? I'm not going to get on here and act like I'm a windmill for y'all to get all this free shit. And y'all just going to generationally pass this shit down. I know it happened to my family. One generation to the next generation to the next. No, I ain't going to fight for that. I'm not windmilling for that. That's crazy. I want my people to be better. I want us to do better. We already ain't on it in droves, so we don't need it. It's a mental prison, okay? That's what I tell y'all about being poor mentally, okay? Now, with that being said, listen to what I'm saying. They hid the bull crap inside of these entities that we believe that we need, like food stamps, like welfare. But Jamal Bryant just told you, and I quote, let me get him back on here. Jamal Bryant just told you out of his own mouth, and I quote, let me get him back on here. Look what Jamal said.
Of the 41 million people that are on food stamps, y'all ready? 78% of them are white.
So now you know that this SNAP scare, this food stamp scare that had all you niggas in the uproar, and this the worst part. Most of the niggas who's in the uproar don't even get food stamps. You know how powerful the internet is? The internet will make you scared for some shit that don't even affect you. Most of you niggas on the internet who was crying about the stamps, y'all don't even get them. You can't make this up. So now that we know that, what we know is this, okay? We're not the ones that are going to be gravely affected. And even if we are gravely affected, like everything else they've ever thrown at us, we going to make it out, okay? They thrown everything except the kitchen sink at us, and we made it out, okay? We like them little gremlins. Now, we know that we're not the ones dealing with the SNAP benefits. However, they got our name and our face on it, and it's got us all over here running around here acting like we about to lose our minds and our lives. Whole time it ain't none of that, okay? Let's get into who is exactly losing this stuff, because it's a lot of those foreigners. Remember that picture I showed y'all where the foreigners was getting the $5,000 a month in food stamps? Yeah, them the people that Trump going to get the stamps back from. And for the niggas, like I said, who've been living off of it generationally, I don't feel sorry for you. I don't. It's now the time that the Most High giving you a cushion and a safety net so you to land on your feet, tap in and do what you got to do. Other than that, I don't feel sorry for you. I ain't gonna lie. All that generational passing that trauma on, passing your Section 8 on, passing your stamps on, all that shit is a detriment to the society. We should have never went got it. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I'm windmilling for that, because I'm not. But for those of us who need it, please go have at it and get as much as you can. Okay? Get what you need to get. The Most High is giving you an opportunity to land on your feet, black people. The Most High is giving you an opportunity to land on your feet. This is the biggest safety net you'll have in a long time. You better tap in. I'm telling you, you better tap in. Now, let's get into who all is really affected. It's the doggone foreigners. Look.
There are 42 million people in this country that need food stamps on a weekly basis. And we're saying people deliberately instead of Americans, because most of the people that are on food stamps aren't even from this country.
Hello? Now remember, the only reason you're so close and so sacred and so touched by this whole food stamp story is because they told you back in the 80s that we are the face of food stamps, that we are the ones who get them by and large. Jamal Bryant just told y'all 71% of them get food stamps is clear, but y'all don't understand that clear on paper and clear in real life is two different things. The foreigners with the hard ER, even the black ones, they come over here and they get to gain the status of white. That's to give you the illusion that they still have a whole bunch of these clear crackers running around here. Okay? So 71% are white, but of the 71% white, most of them are foreigners. Now, I ain't gonna say most, but a lot of them are foreigners. Look.
45% of Afghanistan immigrants are on food stamps, 42% of Somali immigrants, 34% of every immigrant from Iraq, 23% of Haitians, 59% of all illegal aliens are collecting food stamps.
Let that razzle on your spirit for a second. Let that razzle, and it's 111. Thank you, Pisces Queen 16. Thank you, my sister. And it's 111. And it's 111. And it's 111. Let me run him back. Mind you, we can't get him. I know I tried. Them bitches gave me $125 and told me to go kick rocks. Look.
Are on food stamps. 42% of Somali immigrants, 34% of every immigrant from Iraq, 23% of Haitians, 59% of all illegal aliens are collecting food stamps.
So then my question is this. If Jamal Bryant doing a SNAP food giveaway, and we know Atlanta has been invaded with illegal aliens, hello? Put a 1 in the chat. No, put a 3 in the chat if you've been to Atlanta recently. I live down the street, okay? Atlanta has been invaded with illegal aliens. Atlanta, the blackest city, one of the blackest cities in the South, got a whole bunch of people out there, clears, running around with the Free Palestine flags and all of that. It is filled with illegal aliens. So if all, and buku Africans, shout out to the Africans and the Haitians and all of that. Okay? But let's be clear. Let's really be clear. They filled with aliens. And these are the people who about to lose the stamps. Now, remember, I told you, yeah, they're going to have some black people come, but what Jamal Bryant is doing is using your energy and your resources to feed the aliens. The reason I told you that is because Atlanta is filled with aliens. Let me run it back. How many people are getting these stamps? I need y'all to pay attention.
People deliberately instead of Americans, because most of the people that are on food stamps aren't even from this country. 45% of Afghanistan immigrants are on food stamps. 42% of Somali immigrants, 34% of every immigrant from Iraq, 23% of Haitians, 59% of all illegal aliens are collecting food stamps.
Now pause, because I want to put this in perspective. I really want to put this in perspective. Hold on. I want to show y'all something. Now you heard that.
Family of 4 is $538 a month. But if this bill passes, it will be $1,236 a month, almost tripling what it is that they pay. A whole lot of people are getting ready to unnecessarily die, unnecessarily perish.
Who? Because we ain't getting no stamps. They don't give us no stamps. Who? I need you to take me out the picture and use your common sense. The clear man just told you out of that, all them immigrants getting stamps. And I told you that Atlanta is filled with illegal immigrants. So if Jamal Bryant opened his doors to give away food, who you think coming to get the food? I'll wait. If all of them immigrants, Somali, Haitian, shout out to them, no shade. But if he opened the door to give food away and they are the majority receiving the benefits, who do you think is coming to get the free food? And who do you think is going to be giving? It's foolish, Black America. It is foolish. It is stupid. You don't survive by putting others before you. And you damn sure don't survive by having a leader. See these pastors? They're their leaders. They're the leaders of these people. Whatever they tell them people to do, they do. And this is the worst part. They do it thinking they're doing it out of the kindness or the greatness of their heart. Whole time they're being ran amok. Food stamps ain't never been our bag. It ain't never belonged to us. They ain't never been our jacket. They created it for them. They needed the economic push. We didn't. The lowest of us, now I ain't gonna say the lowest, the poorest of us who did get on the program, they turned around and made them the face of it. Whole time not telling you that the majority of them are on it. I remember being a young kid, seeing this clear woman in the grocery store pull out one and it shocked the shit out of me. Because ignorantly, I thought only Black people was on it. Use your head. He is an op. I told you all skin folk ain't kinfolk, and even your skin folk ain't gonna be your kinfolk. Even your kinfolk ain't gonna be trusted. Jamal Bryant is an op. And these SNAP benefits that they cutting that got y'all over here pulling your hat out for, you taking energy, you grabbing on the energy that don't belong to you. And this is why they harvest and how they harvest your energy every single time, for the lack of knowledge. The ignorance is what gets you every time. And when I say ignorance, I don't mean to say it as in calling somebody a name. I mean saying it as if ignorance and not knowing. Uneducated. That's what this system thrives off. You being stupid. So when you see all these Democrats and all these people windmilling behind these food stamps, Jamal Bryant, it's not because they worried about you. They worry about the foreigners with the hard ER, because they are the ones who are getting this stuff.
Meaning that most of the people getting food stamps from the U.S. government and the U.S. taxpayer are not even Americans. Think about that. And we didn't know about any of this before the government shutdown started. But thanks to Democrats, we can confirm tonight that millions of Joe Biden illegal aliens, people who crossed the border when Joe was president, are now collecting food stamps from a program funded by hardworking American taxpayers. There are 42 million.
And y'all get Scam on here. Y'all wonder why I call her Scamala. Y'all let Scam get on here with her clear looking woman. She looks like she got the posture of a clear woman. Y'all know how old clear women be. Y'all put a 3 in the chat if you ever been around seen an old clear woman. They normally have a hunchback like this. And they come like that because they back arch over, like, you know. And y'all let Scam get her pre-hunchback of Notre Dame ass on there with them heavy ass suits with them damn shoulder pads. And Scam get on here and tell y'all anything. Whole time she playing in your face. All of them, not just her. All of them. Obama played in your face. And you want to know what's crazy? You may not want to believe it or not, but this is the truth. Trump playing in the clear's face. The way the Democrats played in niggas' face the last 60 years, 100 years, that's the same way Trump playing in the poor clear face. They just can't see it yet. And you over here thinking that he dragging you. No, girl, he dragging the lowest of his own people. You might be getting nicked a little bit, but you ain't getting hit. Think about it. Think about it. You might get nicked, boom, boom, but you're really not getting hit. They the ones getting hit. I'm telling you, when you really sit down and think about it, he dragging them. He ain't dragging you. But because your mind, this is why I say people have a poor mindset. When your mind is that, oh, it is, then it is so. If you believe it, then it is so. Okay? If you believe that black people are the face of food stamps, then guess what? God damn it, black people getting a bunch of food stamps. If you believe we're going to be affected negatively by it, then guess what? We're going to be affected negatively by it. When the fact of the matter is, if you look to your left and you look to your right, girl, it's hard to find somebody who got stamps. It's hard to find somebody with stamps. And if you find them, it's hard to find them who got buku to sell. I'm talking about black. So where are these black people with these stamps? Not to say that no black people aren't getting them, but I'm telling you, man, just open your eyes. Get out of the poor mindset. This is a clear on clear situation. This is clear on clear crime. This don't have nothing to do with no nigga. Not no nigga. This don't have nothing to do with niggas. This is clear on clear crime. You might get nicked in the crosshairs, but that's all right. You gonna survive. Because I swear to God, it's hard for me to find somebody with stamps. What you mean? I remember back in the day, it felt like everybody had stamps. Now it's hard for me to find somebody who got them and got them to sell, let alone got them for black people. Shit. And I'm not saying that because I buy stamps. I'm just saying back in the day when I was unhealed, I used to know a few people. Allegedly. in a dream. I'm just saying, and then all of a sudden it got scared. Is it just me? Is it just me? Am I the only one who at one point in time you can find somebody selling stamps like crazy, and then next thing you know it's hard? Is it just me? Because that might be telling me that they started kicking us off the programs. Because I swear to God, before COVID, no cap, before COVID, it was easier to find somebody who had stamps to sell. It's not that easy no more. Let's move on. For real, man. Look, the way they taxing this food, and please buy land, y'all, and grow your food. This fake food shit, please buy land, grow your food. All of us have a natural way. It's something inside us that we could tap into, and we are all natural. What you call them? People that be planting stuff and stuff. You know, gardeners and all of that. We gotta tap back in. We gotta tap back in. Start growing us some fruits. My daddy told me if you plant one banana tree, my daddy said they grow up, they sprout up all over the place. He said they're hard to get rid of. He said they like melons. Once you plant them, he said they grow up everywhere. That's what my daddy told me. We got to get to buying our land, even if it's just starting something in your yard, something in your little, I saw in New York, shout out to New York when I was in Brooklyn. It had a lot of people with their little flower beds outside the window. Y'all remember how Miss Pearl was on 227? Who used to be out the window? Y'all remember when Miss Pearl, put a 3 in the chat. Miss Pearl used to be when they get to her part, there's no place like home, with your family around you, you're never alone. And Miss Pearl get in that window like this. Know that you love, you no need to roam, cause there's no place like home. How Miss Pearl got in the window? Times are changing every day, but we won't get by with those same. But no, I had seen them people with their little flower beds, and it reminded me of that. I said, oh, like on 227, the lady used to be outside the window. Now I seen it in real life. Yeah, I ain't had seen that before. And now I saw it in real life. Shout out to the people in Brooklyn, bro. All the people in New York, y'all ain't got no grass, so they got to make their grass. Kind of like Philly, but no, yeah, but we got to start planting and getting our gardens and things of that nature back. We got to get it back, y'all. We got to get it back because they feeding us plastic fruit. Do me a favor. I put a slice of cheese on I told y'all I put a slice of cheese in a pan and put it on the stove and it didn't melt. Try it. I took a slice of cheese out of the refrigerator and I put it in a pan and it didn't melt. The pan started burning before the cheese melted. And I used to be one of the master grilled cheese makers. So you can't tell me that cheese ain't supposed to melt. Hello? I used to be a gourmet grilled cheese maker. So you can't tell me that the cheese ain't supposed to melt. If you think I'm lying, when I get off the live, if you're on the live right now, take your pan, take a slice of cheese out of your refrigerator and go put it on the stove and watch. Grow your food, fat. That's all I'm saying. Buy some land, do your genealogy so we can get back our land. And then let's start doing our genealogy and start planting our food. It was regular sliced cheese. Like the Velveeta, like the Kraft singles. Yeah, girl, regular sliced cheese. Go do it if you think I'm lying. Go do it. And I got that cheese from Walmart, so you already know how that goes. Child, let's move on. Hell, even the government cheese used to melt. That black cheese, please. I used to go with my grandma to get her commodity. The black cheese even used to melt. It ain't stay melted for long. That bitch be silent as a rock in about 10 minutes. But that's all right, though. You feel what I'm saying? At least it melted. Girl, this one don't even melt. Child, please. Y'all on here talking about Publix, girl. That is above my pay grade. I am a hood girl. I don't even dress the part to go to Publix, girl. Sometimes I don't even have my bra on when I go to the store. I can't go in no place like Publix like that. You got to put your clothes on. I'm sorry, y'all. Sometimes I gotta run in the store. And I'm telling y'all now, if y'all see me, yeah, fuck. Sometimes I gotta run in here right quick. Yeah, I don't care. I'm telling you now, don't even before the picture, yeah, I had to run in here. Fuck, I'm a human. I don't care. Shoot. Publix may feel like you gotta put a whole outfit on to go up in there. I don't go in place. I go in there with I go in places where we all running in and out. We all just coming in here right quick to pick something up. Look, the struggle stores. I'm sorry. Y'all talking about go to Publix. That's above my pay grade, girl. I can't afford that. Not yet. Yes, you will catch me in Publix. Yay. With no brown. Yeah, I just had to run in right quick. I was just coming to get this. Not Publix, in Walmart. Yay. I just had to come in here right quick. I was just getting some soap. But I need a brown. I'm dead ass serious. I mean, I just had to run in here. I know where it's right there. I'm going right here to the self-checkout. You feel me? Plus, I don't wear a lot of bras no way. So there's that. Anyways, let's move on because that was a bit TMI. Oh my God, that was a bit TMI. Let's move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Y'all, but I'm telling y'all with this SNAP benefit stuff, please be mindful of what's really going on. Please be mindful. And for those of you who can see, help out those of you who can't because they can't see. Now, what the hell is this? Girl, when I seen this, I say, now hold the front door. Collateral, is that you? Collateral been growing on me. I feel like Collateral came to me in my dreams. Collateral, what is you trying to do? Look at Collateral, girl. And Tamo.
Everything. I like everything.
What's your favorite thing?
Favorite thing? How about you?
Mm-hmm.
You crazy.
So apparently, Yandy loaned her TV husband out to Tamo to do a video. But for some odd reason, I feel like Tamo smashed him in real life. I saw the movie, girl. He was on there talking about you let a nigga shift your uterus. It was so cringe. But something just sparked in me. That's the unhealed part. I don't know. Y'all want to see the part when he was saying shifting your uterus? I'm dead ass. Girl, they did a skit in the part of the play. And girl, he was on here talking about, oh, he found the phone. And he said, he told Tamar, so you letting this nigga text you talking about he gonna shift your uterus? But the way he kept saying it, he kept saying uterus, shifting your uterus. And the way he kept saying it was so cringe. Yet it sparked a little something. I don't know what it was though. God help me out. I don't know. And that is a TV play married man. So I can't be doing like that. But he kept saying it was so weird and awkward. It took me a lot of places. Hold on, let me go see if I can find it. Where he go, look, talking about shifting somebody's uterus. Look.
I want to know how much.
Crazy. Hold on. Let me let y'all see because y'all can't see. Hold on. Y'all need to see this nigga. This nigga was on here talking about you shifting the uterus. Look. This movie must be going straight to YouTube. Look.
Wait. Okay, stop. Give me my.
Come on, yo. What the fuck is this?
Bro, give me my. Come on, just give me my phone. Let's talk about it.
Why you fucking just smiling? What you find funny? He shift your uterus.
Okay.
What?
You know, don't do that to my phone. Come on.
What you talking about?
Wait a minute, let's talk about this. Wait a minute. Let's just.
Tamar like that, yeah. Tamar was getting wet between her legs. I know. She a Pisces. I know, because I was kind of getting a little tingle. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta say that part. She like it. I know it. She was buku tingly and wet between her legs, girl. Mm-hmm. I know it. I know what I'm talking about. That's why she over there. Medici, stop. Medici, what do you mean shifting my uterus? I know. I'm telling you, girl. I'm telling you. Look, she love it. Oh, she was all in it. And I know Mendices gave her, I know Collateral gave her a piece. I know he gave her a piece. I know Collateral gave her a little piece because he let Yandy give hers away. So I know he smashed on that. Girl, look.
Wait a minute, let's just talk about it.
What the fuck you
Wait a
mean?
minute,
He shipped your uterus. What you mean he shipped your uterus? What the fuck is you doing? Huh? You fucking playing with me? You think I'm a fucking joke?
No, I don't, but I
shipped your uterus?
He be doing that to Yandy. Yandy Mae Bullock. You must understand the touch of your hand makes my pulse react. Yandy Mae Bullock. I know he be in there hamming that hoe up. Soon as she come back off the Carmen San Diego trip after being Yandy San Diego, I know he be in there hemming that hoe up. Oh, I know it. 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 And you know what's crazy? Yandy a Pisces too. She like it. She a Pisces. She can't wait to get home to have that nigga grab her by the neck. Yeah, girl. Yeah. I know what I'm talking about. I'm a Pisces. I'm a Pisces whisperer. Look.
Oh my God.
Are you fucking playing with me, yo? Why would you do this to me, yo? Why would you play with me like that?
Mendices, you look so bad. I had to say that part. I'm only stopping it so they don't copyright me. But Mendices, you look so bad. And whoever put that Visine in your eyes for the teardrop, fire them. You look so bad. You look so bad. And the way you keep saying shifting the uterus, I hate that the action is turning me on, but the way you saying it is turning me off. It's really doing something to my brain. Okay? It's like I don't even like the words that you're using, but it's making me weird in the head. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that Collateral. Collateral, I don't like this. I know what he doing. Look at him.
Shifted your uterus? What the fuck is wrong with you, yo? You took my shit, yo. The fuck out of here.
Okay, listen.
You got me fucked up, yo.
Okay, so listen,
You got me,
it's not
you got
what
me
it looks
fucked,
like.
you got me
It's
fucked
not
up.
what it looks like.
Fuck, what
It's
the
not
fuck you
what
mean
it
what
is.
it's not what it
Girl, I'm not about to play with Collateral and no damn Tamar. Girl, Tamar, leave them people fake husbands alone. Girl, where is your fake husband? I just seen him in New Orleans with another bitch. Tamar, leave them people fake husbands alone, girl. Leave them people, please. Tamar, please. And Collateral, you go take some more acting classes because you sounded a mess talking about some shifting somebody's uterus. And who was that texting? Tamar, give me the number. I just want to, for research purposes, see, because that person need an exorcist. That person need healing, and I'm a healer. So who was the person texting Tamar talking about shifting the uterus? Is that real? If so, please hit me up at voodoodollpodcast@gmail.com. Let's move on. Because that was, where we going to? Oh, Cardi. Like I say, I just do research. You know what I'm saying? So I could come back and tell y'all. See, this is what happens. What happens is everybody's not willing to go the distance. Everybody's not willing to go the mile. Everybody's not willing to do that. A lot of people want to come on here and just say stuff, but they don't want to go through experiences. And I'm not saying that I want to, but I'm just saying, I feel like in order to be able to come back and tell y'all, it would be nice if the person would just send me an email. That's all I was saying. But anyway, just so I could, talk to him, take some, notes and come back and tell y'all what not to do. You see what I'm saying? Look at God, the gift that keeps on giving. I'm being not proactive, but what they call it? I'm paying it forward. Yeah, paying it forward. Paying it forward. Now let's move on. Girl, this is tight. Cardi B is the next topic up for discussion. Let me tell y'all something about that. Oh, wait, before we get to that, hold on. Before we get to Cardi B, really quickly, and we would make sure y'all meet me later on At the dollhouse, we will be discussing Krishan and Blueface being home. Carlissa freaking out about the whole bit. I saw that Jaden came and grabbed her kids as she should. I was 100% on Jaden's side. It's a bunch of I told you souls I got to talk to y'all about when it comes to Blue. It's a few things, you know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all pull up this evening at the dollhouse where we will be discussing the I told y'all niggas. Oh, yeah, go and discuss it. Shout out to the sister, the great sister, Loretta Devine. She said something that I think we need to talk about because I want us to get back to our creative side, too. So they supposed to be redoing Dreamgirls again. And the beautiful elder Loretta Devine said, girl, y'all got to start being creative and make something. But let me tell y'all something. The reason why they keep doing remakes and remixes and remakes and remixes, the reason why music is formulated the way that it is because there has been an attack on your cognitive abilities. There's been an attack on your creativity. This is why I told y'all earlier, they got AI wanting y'all to work 2 days a week. So AI does all of the thinking. They don't want you to be creative. Black Americans, you are creatives. Black people, period. You are naturally creatives. Why? Because you have melanin. Melanin basically is the creative fucking spirit, okay? And what they're doing is dumbing down your creativity by having you recycle old things. So now your brain is not using its capacity or using its abilities to create things. We think that and the whole new wave of new rappers, all of them girls from Sexy Red, all of them just went back to old stuff and recycled it. They ain't come out with nothing new. That is part of your warfare. That's a part of your spiritual warfare and also your cognitive warfare. You are under, I don't know who's hearing this. Everybody, I don't care what color you are. You are under cognitive warfare, okay? They are slowly, daily, day by day, chipping at your ability to think, to say, let's think, okay? And they're doing this by convenience and by making you think that this new way of doing something is different. I'll give you another example. School. I'm learning that the way they're teaching in school is when I grew up, 1 + 1 = 2. But nowadays, if y'all pay attention to the way that they teach children, it's not even finding the answer because nobody cares about the answer. It's about processes. Do you want to know why they're teaching your children more about processes? You want to know why the focus is more on the way that your child got the answer and not the answer itself? It's for control. The only way to be successful in school is if you do it the way they want you to do it. That's why they don't care if the answer is 2. They want you to do it the way that they want you to do it. That way they take cognitive control of your brains and your bodies. Okay? These are all ways of y'all dealing with cognitive warfare and dealing with this enemy touching at your brain, taking away, chipping at your cognitive abilities day by day. That's why they teaching the children the way that they do. They don't focus on the answer. They don't focus on the result. They focus on the processes because that's where they're going to attack your children. That's where they're attacking you. So now here we go. Loretta Devine is not excited about a new remake of Dreamgirls. Mind you, it's been remade how many times? Like, come on now. It says, Loretta Devine questions why young creators can't make original content after being told that Dreamgirls was returning to Broadway after 40 years plus. Why they keep doing the old stuff? Check it out.
Is returning professionally on Broadway after 40 plus years. What are your emotions and your feelings towards that?
Why can't these young people make up their own shows? Why they keep doing this old stuff?
Because they can't. Because a lot of them physically can't. They are so removed from themselves that they physically can't create. A lot of our children, a lot of us are walking around with creative blocks. We can't create. That's the cognitive warfare. They can't.
That's how I feel about it. They can make up their own. This ain't no party. It took me months to figure that out.
You hear that? It took her months to figure out what people are doing, going back to remake. When you create, I even think about it with music, especially all the way up until this 808 situation popped off. Before, you had to know how to play an instrument in order to go into the studio to make the music. All the way up until this new age with Dr. Dre and them with the turntables and all of that, you used to have to know how to play the trumpet to play the trumpet on the song. Like, they had the whole band in the studio. I don't know if y'all know this. If you needed a beat, they had a drummer in there playing the beat. That was real creativity. You had to sit down and write the song from your head. You pulled the music and the rhythm and the lyrics from your brain. You pulled it from in here. We can't, a lot of us lost the ability to do that. Cognitive warfare. This is a spiritual warfare, nonetheless cognitive as well. Please be mindful of that. Please be mindful of that. They can't create, they're not creating because a lot of them can't. And this is the worst part. I hate to use the word can't because it implies that you can't, that you won't be able to do it in the future, when the fact of the matter is, all you have to do is tap in. That's all you have to do is tap in, and you'll get those abilities right back. You know what it reminds me of? Remember when Whitney Houston was on crack and she came out and did bye-bye and all that stuff, and she was doing all that? Remember, she lost her voice not because of the cigarettes. She lost her voice because of the crack, because of the drugs. The cigarettes didn't make her lose her voice. The drugs made her lose her voice. But when she came back with I Run to You, that album, although her voice wasn't restored to its fullest capacity, she was able to restore her voice. Prior to that, they wouldn't even let Whitney go on tour because she sounded that bad. That's how bad the drugs had tore her whole voice up. But Whitney, another powerful manifester and a healer, was able to go in and heal her voice and come back. We all have those powers. I'm sorry. Every single one of us have those powers, okay? I told y'all, the celebrities amongst us, the only thing make them gods are the fact that they able to tap into their godlike abilities. That's it. Not that they great human beings. It's only because they're able to tap into their godlike abilities, okay? Whitney Houston was one of the guys that walked amongst us, okay? Now, this lady, here we go again, clears going into the women's locker room. I don't know if this is real. I don't know what this is, but this lady freaks out because some clear man who claimed he's a woman went into the women's locker room. We talked about this a few years ago, and I don't know why this is revisiting up or coming back up, but here we are. It says singer Tish Hyman kicked out of LA Gold's Gym for complaining about grown men with big D's being in women's locker room. And y'all already know how it is. LA is a weird place. And remind me to talk about the prison portals. Let's get into it.
Oh, Jim, men, grown men with big dicks in the women's locker room. And that's why I'm getting kicked out. And I want to make sure the girls know. The fuck? Everybody saw that man in the fucking locker room. No one saying shit. And I'm fucking done with it. It's fucking stupid. It's dangerous. Me naked in front of a man without my permission. I'm the one who gets kicked out the gym, y'all. I'm terminated for not wanting men in the locker room. And
How are you?
Did you tell me or not that women like to see dick?
I'm asking you a fucking question.
Exactly. Get out of the way now. No. Now he knows how to be a man, right? Now he knows how to be a man. Stay out of the women's locker room. We don't want it. He needs to have his gym membership revoked for that shit. And the woman told you. He assaulted me. The girl told already. We already filed reports. No.
That's fine. I want the video.
You can't get rid of me for this. I'm a woman and I have every right to not want a man in the restroom when I'm naked. There are girls naked in there. Look at them walking in there like it's okay. It's not okay. I understand. I'm not calling. Go Jim! Men! Grown men with big dicks in the women's locker room. And that's why I'm getting kicked out. And I want to make sure the girls know. The fuck? Everybody saw that man in the fucking locker room. No one saying shit. And I'm fucking done with it. It's fucking stupid. It's dangerous. Me naked in front of a man without my permission. But I ain't the one who gets kicked out the gym, y'all. I'm terminated for not wanting men in the locker room. And that's
Are you?
This is where we are, and I told y'all we've been here, especially over these last 4 years. Y'all favorite black president, thank him. At the end of the day, LA is just a disgusting portal. Let's start there first. LA is just a disgusting portal. I just don't get a good feeling when I think about LA. I just don't. But this is what they do. Women are being kicked out of gyms so that white men, because that's all. It all boils down to white men getting their way. Let's really be honest. This whole trans thing is about white men getting their way. It's not even about black trans women getting their way. It is about white men getting their way. This is why I told y'all that I hate that T.S. Madison does all this yapping for this, because T.S. understands that nobody's going to benefit except the white men in the community, not even the black trans women. This is all about white men getting their way, getting to do whatever they want to do. And I seen some people in the comments on Instagram trying to talk about the lady, but the fact of the matter is she is a woman. That is a man. It don't matter how masculine she looks. It don't matter about none of that. That is a natural born woman, and this is a whole man. That's where it should start, and that's where it should stop. Okay? It's disgusting. I've never been a fan of it. I think it's horrible. And anybody with memberships to these places, y'all need to be getting them up out of there. Because let me tell you something. One thing I learned, people are followers. Other women will know that it's wrong and sit in that locker room and not say nothing just so they won't be the outlier. Nobody want to be the sacrificial lamb. Nobody want to be the one, you feel what I'm saying, to say, oh, this is wrong. So a lot of those women will be uncomfortable. A lot of those women will suffer in silence simply because they don't want to be the one to say nothing. Ain't me. I'm so glad God ain't make me like that. I ain't never been like that. I'm going to say what I got to say. I don't give a damn about the consequences. If I got to say it and it's that important, I'm going to say it. I thank God he ain't never made me like that. Because I look at people like that, it's crazy to me. I can't look at something wrong and just act like I don't see what I'm seeing. That's crazy to me. And this is the worst part. I'm glad you said that. Sean said if it was a black man, it would be different. You hardly ever see black trans women doing this shit. You hardly ever see black trans women doing this shit. I told you it all boils down to the white boy be able to do whatever he want to do. I told y'all that's where it starts and that's where it stops. You don't even see black trans women. You see them on the internet talking the loudest, but you don't see them going into women's restrooms having these problems. All you see is them on the internet doing this. Whenever they go live, whenever they start talking about who going into the bathrooms, it's always a white man. Clear. That's what this is all about. They just using the black. That's why I tell my black people in the community, stay out of that. That's not your fight. They're using you. They're using you to fight their battles. They're using your energy for their war. They want you to think that you're going to benefit black people in the LGBT community, but you're not. Think about it. You never have. They're using you to be the mouthpiece so you can be the toy soldier, so you can be the pawn while they play the backseat and get all the benefits. That's it. Black trans women do not do this shit. It's only them. It's about white man and his privilege. I told y'all to the black people in the LGBT community, I understand identifying, but if you want to attach yourself to that, you're going to go down with it. And it ain't got nothing to do with you being gay. God don't care about that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about attaching yourself to that demonic force, that whole LGBTQ stuff. I don't give a damn who you see representing them. I don't give a damn if it's RuPaul, this Sissy Madison. I don't care which one of them fools you see out here repping that flag like 90 going west. You better detach yourself from that shit. You better get away, far away from it. You don't get no benefits no way. Now let's get into Cardi. Y'all get the likes up on the video, please and thank you. Get the likes up on the video, please and thank you. Now, let this be a lesson to Black American women. Even though she ain't no Black American, she's definitely a clear, okay? She is definitely a part of the milk community. She ain't Black. She ain't Afro-Latina. She ain't Afro nothing. She's a clear Hispanic conquistador. She stems off the old branches of old conquistadors. Yeah, Bellicalise. I'm not gonna let y'all get on here and act like she a nigga. She ain't nothing but a Hispanic girl cosplaying a nigga in New York. That's it. That's it. She's a Hispanic. Clear conquistador. Who got herself into the worst situation that she could be in. She thought things was bad with her cheating husband. Now she went got a nigga who 10 times worse than her husband. And I told y'all that. All these Black women on this channel and on all these Instagrams and social medias who really thought Cardi was winning by going off to the next numbnut, you are a new age fool. When I told y'all about the Destiny Fulfilled album and I told y'all about that free, ain't no feeling like being free when your mind's made up and your heart's in the right place. That's talking about when you going within and realizing you don't need the nigga, you need you. But that love song, the love song talks about, and I meant to tell y'all this last time, but it slipped me. Destiny's Child. That love song for Destiny's Child is about after you go through the healing and you find yourself and you realize that I am my first love, I am the first person that I need to find love from, then your divine counterpart comes in. Then the person that God has for you comes in. It's not until then. Cardi B did not heal. Cardi B hopped from one pogo stick to the next. And that's why she ran right into a brick wall. At least with Offset, at least it was a slow pace to the brick wall. She slammed into that bitch when she walked into him because she never took the time to heal. Now, in the love song, it says, it had been many years since I've been in love with a real man. I had given up on love. I didn't think a good man existed in the world. I was tired of searching. It says, because relationships I dealt with in the past couldn't fathom being monogamous. But when I least expected it, I found you. And because of you, I know how it feels to be loved. Now, mind you, this is after her healing. This is after going through, what was it? This is after going through, is she the reason you don't call like you used to? All of that. When you're not here, I sleep in your t-shirt. Going through all of the heartbreak, all of that, girl. I can tell you've been lying, all of that. And then you finally go through healing. And then and only then is where you get your love, right? And the part that I want the part that I wanted to share was where is it? Hold on. It's another part. It had been many years, and no, not that one. Through You Love. Oh, okay. It says, I'm sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. Oh, that's the part. So when they're saying through you, I live in love again, it says through you. Let me go back. Through you, I learned. Let me go back. Through you, I live in love again. Open the path to happiness. Through you, I learned to smile again. I thank God for you. She's not talking about the man. She's talking about herself, the inner peace, the God she found within herself. Then she goes on to say, she says that again. I find the trust. I find the smile and all that stuff. But it's about finding the inner healing. Cardi B never did that. Cardi B hopped from one nigga who was sending her up the hill on like 90 going west and onto another nigga who put her on the fast track on the highway to hell. And now she pregnant and playing like she fine and happy. When the fact of the matter is, like I told y'all before, she is miserable. And on top of that, this nigga got how many more children on the way? How many more children he got on the way? She baby mama number 5, huh? All while she pregnant? Look. I don't want to play the music. How many children this nigga got on the way? Hold on, let me go get it. And people really believe that because what you see, again, please don't believe what you see with them 2 eyes in front of you, because they're going to lead you astray every single time. If you look with the 2 eyes on your head, you're gonna be led astray every time. You are never going to make it. I'm telling you now. Let me tell you the fact of the matter is, she's a pregnant woman dealing with the stuff she's dealing with being pregnant. On top of that, he gets around. He don't even be looking like he like her for real for the most part. And she's baby mama number what, 5 or 4? That girl is living in misery. Misery. And this is the worst part. Her influence has reached and stretched out to a whole bunch of ignorant people who really in their heart of hearts believe in what they seeing on the internet and thinking that she happy. Charleston White said something about Cardi B, and it didn't dawn on me until he said it. And he made absolutely all the sense in the world. Charleston White said Cardi B's child might be worse off than Krishan baby. And I'm not saying that. That is not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is I'm starting to understand exactly what he meant. This is what Charleston White was saying. The baby that she's having with Stephon Diggs is made out of nothing but trauma. Trauma, trauma, trauma. Cardi been on the internet screaming and hollering since before she got pregnant and even after she got pregnant. The same thing he said about Krishan not taking care of herself, not being in peaceful environments and how it affect the baby in the womb. It's the same situation with Cardi. And we're not talking about what's happening behind closed doors. I mean, I'm just going off of what's been going on the internet. Then he said that Cardi B and Stephon have a whole spirit. So I didn't say it. He said the baby gonna be a whole baby. He even said that she better hope the baby is a boy, not a girl, because the whole spirit gonna be on the baby. I promise you, if y'all understand energy, if y'all understand science, and if y'all understand life, you know that what Charleston said, rather it's harsh or not, it's not a lie. He's telling you the God's honest truth. This baby was made out of pure freaking trauma, bro. I'm pretty positive it's hard for this baby to get a nice rest in her belly. No cap. On top of her work, and mind you, she's just been pushing this doggone album like crazy. We seen her on a subway, and I seen Joe Budden on there acting like that's the new wave. She's only doing it because it's the new wave. No, she's doing it because she has to. Okay? But she's already working. She's dealing with a divorce. This nigga ain't acting right. Y'all be new age fools to not see that this hoe is going through it. I'm a regular person. And if I was Cardi B without the celebrity, I would go through it. Any woman knows that when you pregnant, especially when you're not with the nigga, Lord have mercy, every day is the longest day of your life. When you pregnant, your body all out of whack, you're smelling shit different, you're looking different, you're feeling different, your brain all out of whack, you're in and out of emotions, crying, you don't know where this nigga at, but you figure he with a bitch anyway. Now you stuck here with the baby when you pregnant, you don't want to be too stressed out to stress the baby out, but you can't stop crying because I know, girl, I know. She stressed the fuck out. That hoe don't get 1-6, that hoe don't get 4 hours of sleep at night. Y'all letting her get on this internet and do this And y'all really falling for the banana in the tailpipe. That hoe not getting 4 hours of sleep at night. Man, I know. God, I can smell it. I know exactly what it felt like. Worry about that nigga while you pregnant. Man, it's the worst feeling in the world. Make you want to do some more. Make you think of some real heinous shit to do to the nigga. I swear to God. Listen, breaking up with a nigga or not having your baby daddy while you pregnant or feeling like he cheating is, oh my God, that'll send you over. I think that trigger a lot of postpartum for women too. No cap. Because a woman should be able to, a woman in the right society and in the right order of things, when a woman is pregnant, she shouldn't be stressed about nothing, right? She should be relaxing in her femininity, taking care of her body, nesting, you know, things like that. But in the traumatic world that we live in, most of us don't get that type of opportunity. However, even if we get the opportunity, it won't matter because, girl, it's just stress. And you know what's crazy though? With Cardi, she got a lot of influence on a lot of black women. And I see a lot of black women, I don't care what part of black they are, but I see a lot of black women thinking that Cardi is winning. I'm here to tell you, Cardi is losing majorly. The biggest loser, actually. Y'all think that money is going to save her? Money ain't going to dry them tears, girl. It ain't paper towels. It ain't a Bounty quicker picker upper. Money don't even absorb water. She's taking a major L. Why? Because she didn't heal. She chose to do everything except heal. And listen, this is no shade to Cardi because I've done this before. Yeah, I'm about to move on to the next. Yeah, fuck it. I've been to the point where, and this is unhealed me, I'm going to be honest. I've been to the point where I was planning my next relationship inside the relationship I was in. Girl, what is you saying? Huh? Girl, I'm already setting up the next relationship while I'm still in the one that I'm in. I've done that in the past. That's how cutthroat I was, girl. All right, bet. I'm gonna get, this is me. I'm a Pisces. At first, I get hurt. I start crying. How could you do this to me? I love you. I'd have gave you everything if you asked. Then it goes from that to being mad. Then after mad, it gets to, all right, bet. And once I get to all right, bet, girl, by the time I broke up with you, I've already gotten married in my head all over again. Me and my new nigga already remarried in my head. I'm just waiting on him to pop the question. Stop it. Stop it. That was unhealed me. So that's why I know exactly what she doing because I seen it in me. Girl, I done again, hello? Girl, I'm already getting married to my new nigga before. I'm just trying to break up with you. So when he popped the question, you feel what I'm saying? I'm going to be available in single so I can say, yeah. That's how proactive I used to be when I ghosted a nigga back in the day. So I know what she doing because I see me in it. But it's the most unhealed thing you could do. And every time I did that, I went from bad to worse. Every freaking time I went from bad to worse, bad to worse, every freaking time. And what I'm telling y'all is that's what she's doing, and that's what you will do. And if a lot of y'all think about your lives, if y'all had that type of similar situation in the past, you'll realize that you did the same thing. It's about loops. It's about loops. See, I'm trying to jump timelines. I'm getting out of these loops, right? These loops are things. What this loop would be is Cardi already having a messed up situation with Offset and then jumping right into another one. You just jumping from one loop to the next, from loop to loop. That's all you're doing is looping and looping, going from one loop to the next. She's got to get out of the loop. The only way to do that is to go within and heal and then come out new. And then you can find that true love like Destiny's Child. Does that make sense? Like Destiny's Child. Okay? But yeah, Cardi looks a mess. And I know, hold on, I wanted to show y'all something else. Hold on. Because she really got people on here. Oh, Cardi. Oh, they just mad. The haters is really just mad. They just mad because Cardi, one thing about Barty, she always, and she glowing. Look at how nice she look. Look at how her skin glowing. Cause see, the haters just mad because Barty done moved on from Offset. Y'all be so hell bent on getting back at the next nigga. You don't even be realizing you walking right into your own bullshit. So busy trying to get off on the next nigga, huh? So busy trying to hurry up and get back at the next nigga. You running right into a brick wall. I know, God done it. That's why I'm telling y'all. I know. All right, I'm about to show this nigga, boom. I'm about to show this nigga, yeah. And you think you showing them till you get with the next nigga and you get over there and you be like, damn, I should have stayed with that nigga. Done it. Done been there. Done it. Yay. Thinking I got the last laugh. They say she having a boy, huh? Cardi having a boy? Thank God. Thank God. She did not need another little girl. Thank God. And look, this is why I know Charleston wasn't lying. Look at what this hoe said. Maybe we should drop a sex tape, huh? Y'all need help? What we look like making out and doing the most in the field where team owners, family on. Like, be for real. When Charleston said that they're going to have a whole baby, and I'm not talking about the baby. Let me see if I can go find it. I'm going to go let Charleston tell y'all, because that way y'all won't say it's me. That way, if I let Charleston say it, y'all could drag Charleston. Let me go get Charleston. He said it. He said they're going to have a whole baby. And she on the field talking about doing a mixtape. I mean, doing a sex tape on the field. Look.
I thought she was way more sharp than that. That's the broken hoe. That ain't a strong woman. That's why so many young girls and young ladies look up to her and admire. They all broken little hoes.
Yeah, she's getting championed right now. A lot of women are praising her for moving on and not
multiple baby daddies. But you don't hear the Latino community praising her. It's just black.
That part. That's what makes me mad. Because her influence don't reach the Latin community. It only reaches ours. They shove Cardi down our throat, but they don't shove it down the Dominicans' throats.
Black women. Because black women have multiple baby daddies. Mexican and white women don't. He got 7 different baby mamas, and all the kids are around the same age. No matter how athletic he is and how well he's doing in football, he's a pathetic father. And every bitch he done fuck with got to complain about him. Cardi go be complaining, and he kicked them whole ass. She just a cum bucket. She was ready to be a housewife. She don't want to go back to this. She hates she having a baby, so she got to try to make it look good, homie. But no woman have ever been proud to be the other baby mama while we both pregnant. So yeah, sure that.
He ain't fucking lying. And let me tell you something. Cardi give me the type that she don't believe in just going to get no abortion. Now, she may have done it back when she was poor or she was working in the club and had to get her money. But now that Cardi is on, Cardi the type that don't believe that just because I'm pregnant and I want the baby by you, she don't believe that she should abort it. I'm not saying what she did then. I'm telling you now, she's put in position. I would be the same way. If I'm put in position to make as much money as I can and do what I want, bitch, if I want to have 100 kids, I'm going to have them. Bitch, I don't give a damn about the daddy. So she don't believe in abortions. But do you really believe that she would have wanted to have a baby by this nigga? Hell no. Like this? Hell no. But she on the internet cosplaying to y'all, making it seem like everything cool.
Hey, sure, that's both our baby, homie. She had to say it jokingly, not to cry. You got 2 born in wedlock, and you got 1 born out of wedlock while you're married. That's Offset, baby. By law.
By law.
By law.
Yep.
And if I were that nigga, I'd play dirty and claim the baby. Get a baby my name and mistreat it.
That nigga said, I was with him till he said mistreated. But I do that. Because, you know, by law, the baby is Offset's. When you're married, the baby automatically goes to the husband. I know it's in Louisiana. I want to say it's in New York or Atlanta or Georgia. Wherever they got married at. I was with him till he said, do treat the baby wrong. But I'm petty like that. Oh, yeah, I'm going to adopt the baby. Yeah. Name the baby Lil Vu. and we're gonna be taking pictures, and we're gonna be on vacation. I do that, yeah. I would.
Get one toy for Christmas, and my real kids get a bunch of toys. Yeah. My kids get flown in on a helicopter for their birthday party, and we doing the hot dog and chili and the cake and ice cream at the poor grandmama house for that baby. I don't think this is nothing to be proud of, homie. Just as a black woman, none of our black mothers would clap for this. You getting your son her twisted up like this nigga. This is not a positive influence on your child. He ain't even in his own kids' life. Man, she was better off staying in that grass because it don't look like it's green over her.
Yeah, somebody said from a wife to a baby mom.
This was 10 steps back for the black women, especially for the ones who clapping.
The lies. It's only 10 steps for the ones who clapping, because Cardi B is not a black woman. Let's start there first, okay? Secondly, the influence that she has temporarily, because she won't anymore in the near future. But the influence that she's had, remember, she's a plant. Remember Kanye told y'all they put her in the community to do exactly what she's doing. She's there to influence us, not the Latino community, us. But I tell you what, she's not going to affect black women. She's going to affect the black women who identify with that shit, who think that that's cool, that which is a section of black women that already exists. But she's not going to affect the whole of black women, because we're going to be proactive to know, number one, she ain't black, so they ain't got nothing to do with us. But also, number two, there is a segment of us that operate at that vibrational level. However, those are her audience, not us. She ain't there, none of us. I wanted to get that one when he said they're going to have a whole baby. Hold on.
Yeah, Cardi B done turned into a corn bucket. Yeah, but she was a good housewife as a hoe. She was ready to be a housewife. She don't want to go back to this. She hates she having a baby. So she got to try to make it look good, homie. But no woman have ever been proud to be the other baby mama while we both pregnant. Yeah, sure that both our babies, homie. She had to say it jokingly, not to cry. I think 2 of those babies was born in wedlock, right? Offset baby, she was born in wedlock. The other baby gonna be a problem because it's a bastard baby. So you got a bastard baby and you got 2 children born in wedlock. You got 2 born in wedlock and you got 1 born out of wedlock while you're married. That's not Stephon Diggs' baby. That's Offset baby. My law, that's his baby. That's his baby. And if I were that guy, I'd play dirty and claim the baby. Get a baby my name and mistreat it. Your Cardi.
Has anybody ever thought about that though? The dynamics for the children. Think about it like this. I know in my household, my older sister and brother, they had a different daddy, but we all had the same mama. So I understand the stepdaddy dynamic, the step dynamics. Anybody ever thought how that's gonna affect the dynamics of the kids, seeing that both kids have famous fathers, right? Who obviously don't look like they seeing eye to eye. But anybody ever thought about how that's going to affect the children in their relationship? Because he's absolutely right in what he's saying. Like, now you're creating a divide in this situation. I want to see if, what that woman he said they're going to have a whole baby. That was hilarious. But he was so on point.
Crazy. Man, that nigga got that rapping dick full of dope, that syrup, stand up late.
Nah, that ain't it. Hold on.
And claim the baby. Get a baby my name and mistreat it.
I thought I could find it, but there was a video. But just to kind of repeat, what he was saying was basically that because the baby is born through trauma, that it's gonna have the trauma, and he's right. Because you got to understand, you dictate your body and your environment dictates the baby's stability in the belly. And when he said that Cardi B's going through all of this stuff, he's absolutely right. And she on here trying to smile and make it look cute over here talking about, I guess I'm just another baby mom, but we just gonna have to figure it out. No woman want to be the other baby mama. No woman. No woman on the face of the earth, unless she's going into some, unless she's walking into some sort of poly situation, No woman wants to be the other baby mama. As a matter of fact, women are indoctrinated and ignited in their little inside brain and in their hearts to feel like they want to be the only one. No woman wants to be the other one. We are wired and raised to be the only one. That's why we knock niggas upside their head when we find out they cheating. Because we are indoctrinated to believe that we should be the only one. So you're not going to tell me that she's having a gay old time every day, loving life, living life, and she knows she baby mama number 5. It's just not possible. Women aren't wired like that. We're too emotional. We don't like sharing our men. The thought of sharing them give us the heebie-jeebies. And he ain't even got to touch. Bitch, you ain't even got to touch my nigga. I don't even want you looking at him hard. I don't like you coming past. You passed by him twice. What? How can I help you? That's territory. That's how women naturally are. We are naturally that territorial behind our offspring, but obviously behind our spouses. So you're not gonna make me believe that her on here saying, "Well, girl, I guess we just gonna have to be baby mamas." That she laughing and loving that. You a lie. That's not true. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. And I don't care what color you is. Women don't rock like that. We don't do that. We don't do that. And yes, the baby is going to be born with trauma because while she playing on the internet, real life happens when she in the live. And who knows if she in there windmilling? Who knows what she doing? I believe that. Somebody said this. Somebody said she kept that baby to get back at Offset. I believe it 1,000,000,000%. 1,000,000%. And this is why healing is important, because it'll make you do some asinine, crazy shit like that. Like go get yourself pregnant by a nigga to get back at another one. Dumb, dumb, dumb. I believe it with every fiber in my being that she kept that baby to nanny boo boo Offset. But you big dummy, the old folks used to say, mama's babies, daddy's maybes. See, when I remember asking, well, why nobody ain't making so-and-so, my baby daddy do not. My old folks told me mama's babies, daddy's maybes. When you decide to have a baby, it's your responsibility, dummy. So while you nanny boo-boo into Offset, you the only one stuck with the child, duck, goose. And she got all these people on the internet. Oh, one thing about Cardi, she gonna move on. Y'all mad. They sitting up there, Offset mad. You really think Offset mad? Think about it. The only thing that'll make Offset mad is if he had to pay child support for the kid. But other than that, do you really think Offset is not losing here? As a matter of fact, he's winning. Whether you want to see it or not, he's single. He ain't got to deal with them kids 24/7, but he close enough to deal with them for Christmas and take pictures with them. And he get to run the world like a young man with no responsibilities, while she's stuck at home, feet up like a paraplegic, crying, acting like she not sad on the internet, whole time probably going through hell or high water. He's winning, y'all. She's losing. And all it is because she want to nanny boo-boo the nigga and you ran yourself right into a hole. Use Cardi as an example, women. We done all ran ourselves into a hole trying to nanny boo-boo a nigga. It don't make sense. Let's just go heal. Let's normalize healing, okay? Let's normalize healing for a little minute before we jump out the window, because we don't want to be a Cardi B, because you can definitely be a Cardi B, because I have too been a Cardi B as well. That hoe ain't happy. She over there crying in a fetal position every night. And I keep telling y'all, I don't believe she deal with a mother churn at all. Culture and creation, couture, whoever. How many churns she got? 3 or 4? Culture, creation, and couture, the first 2 to 3 of them. I know for a fact she might see them churning and passing. Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all ate? All right. I'll see y'all later. She probably see them damn churning and passing. You know how I know? Because whenever you see her, how often you see the churn behind her? I'll wait. Whenever you hear her on live, how often you hear the churn in the background? How often you hear her interacting with the children in the background. I'll wait. I'll wait. That's how you know a person's lifestyle. You're going to get to see it the more you around them. She stay on live. Whenever she's on live, how often do you hear them children running around in the background? That'll tell you how much she's dealing with her own kids. And guess what? After she shit this one out, she going to do the same thing with this one. She going to get another surgery. She going to get some more booty. She's going to go get another surgery, put it on the Instagram. She's going to take a picture. She's going to cover the baby face up at first. So y'all can be like, oh my God, I want to see the baby. Oh my God, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? And then she's going to finally show y'all the baby. And then she's going to do some old fake ass, whack ass single that nobody ain't going to care about. She might go get mad because she ain't got nothing else going on. She ain't doing nothing but popping coochie, no way. You feel what I'm saying? She's going to go get them. You see what I'm saying? And she's going to be back to square one. And this is the worst part. Cardi is still young. She's in full-fledged childbearing age. And she fertile myrtle. The bitch look like when you look at her, she get pregnant. Okay? So now she got to worry about it. She going to have 10 children. She got enough to afford them. But now she got to worry about how many kids she going to have. Because she too hell in her prime as far as baby making. Child, Cardi look a mess, but to each his own. To each his own. To each his own. And Simeon said another Kiki White, and we seen how that played out. We saw what happened to the last security guards. Didn't the oldest boy come out here and say he done raised all them children? Didn't Kiki oldest boy come out here and tell y'all that while she on here playing gospel when we get off here, she called me every punk in the book? I'm not laughing at him being called a punk. I'm laughing at the lies of it all. You know what I'm saying? But didn't he come on here and tell y'all? But I ain't gonna hold you. Culture don't look like she raising no churn. So Culture don't look like she raised churn. So I don't know. I don't know how this gonna go. I'm just saying. Child, please don't be Cardi, black women. Please do not be Cardi. And let me say this too. And let me correct this. Charleston said that Hispanic women don't have multiple baby daddies. You a one-eyed lie, fool. You a one-eyed lie. Them Hispanic hoes be getting pregnant by multiple children, by multiple Hispanics too. Don't let that fool you. And just because they go get pregnant by one Pedro don't mean that they in a better situation. Because a lot of times they be poor, living so far below their means that their means couldn't see them if they saw their means first. So let's not act like the Hispanics ain't jacked up too. They out there living on dirt roads in poverty with baby daddies too. Don't do that, Charleston. Don't you bring your eye up here and lie now. They jacked up too. At least we still get to be fine after. Let me stop. Because now I'm going forward. But you see what I'm saying? Don't act like them Hispanic. Just because you went got you one, just because you done went knocked you off one that they say was a stripper and a whore beneath the product. Let me say that part. Because Charleston brags on his biracial children. Get me up here. Charleston loved bragging on his biracial children, but Charleston leaves out a lot of the times that the mammy that he made these biracial children for, and I ain't talking about the children, I'm talking about the mammy, was a stripper, whore, slut, prostitute that he was whoring out at the strip club. Do he be telling y'all that? So while he's sitting up here, and I understand what he's saying, that yeah, it is going to affect black women, but I'm not going to let him give these conquistadors no clean jacket. No. His baby mama was a whore, a slutty whore who worked at the strip club. He said out his own mouth, he used to make her go to work to make the money. Come on now. These are the spicy Latinas, the ones who got it so much better. Go away from me with this, Apollo. Please go away from me with this. I'm not going to let one-eyed Charleston do it. And I rock with Charleston, but I'm not going to let him do it. I'm not gonna let them do it. Okay. Anyways, y'all get the likes up on the video. Get the likes up on the video. Suama, is that how you say your name? Thank you for being a member for 19 months. Thank you. This show on Prime called Upload, it shows how people will fight to give up their freedom to these AIs. Wow. This is real, not just for entertainment. Wake up. I need to watch that. Upload. I told y'all, people gonna walk themselves on the plantations, and they gonna walk themselves onto the boats to be transported all up and through the world to be slaves. They gonna walk. Yes, you're gonna walk yourselves. Let me show y'all. Y'all gonna walk yourselves right into this and volunteer. And this the worst part. It's gonna be people. It's gonna be people like me, right? It's gonna be people like me saying, y'all, please, whatever you do, don't go in there. Don't go in there. It's a trap. And people are gonna be walking onto these boats as if it's a doggone cruise ship. And they're gonna get the windmilling on me, and I'm gonna be saying, y'all, please, y'all, whatever y'all do, don't go on there. And it's gonna be them niggas.
Yeah. Hey, you get your fucking hands off me.
Every time I go to grab a nigga and say, hey man, don't get on the boat, it's taking you to slavery. It's taking you to hell. All that convenience is gonna kill you, bro. Please don't do it. Here go the niggas, as they always are.
Yeah. Hey, you get your fucking hands off me.
That's why the Most High is putting it on my heart to not take it so much to heart. That's something that I'm working on. Not taking it to heart that everybody ain't going to make it, and understand that some of these pluckers going to have to get left behind. And you know what other epiphany I got? What other clarity I got, y'all? Y'all remember this? Hold on. I'm going to pull it up. Y'all like the video because I got this clarity. Sorry. In that situation, this is what the future will look like. Hold on. Oh, crap. Wait a minute. I went too far down. Y'all remember, let me show y'all. In that situation, in the future, this is what we're going to be dealing with. Let me see if I can. It ain't going to show me no big picture. Damn. I want to show a bigger picture. Hold on. Y'all give me a second because I need y'all to see this. Let me see. No, that ain't it. This is what your future is going to look like. So for those of the people who are going to be in the quote unquote concentration camps, and things of that nature, what you're going to find is you're going to be living in a society. Let me pull it up to where it'll be that episode. Like I said, I never really watched cartoons a lot, but I do understand this concept. Here it is. Hold on. It's going to be like the Jetsons meets the Flintstones. Does that make sense? I told y'all it took me a while to figure out that the Jetsons meeting the Flintstones, that's an episode. That's two different cartoons. The Jetsons was supposed to be a future show or placed in the future, whereas the Flintstones was supposed to be placed in the past. But there's an episode of this show that shows where the let me see if I can pull it up. There's an episode on this show that shows where they meet up, and here is where you find that they're actually not in different time zones. They're actually living at the same time. The Jetsons are living around the time of the Flintstones. But let me tell you something that's going to happen, and you can mark my word here. That's going to be life for the awakened and for the unawakened. I haven't stopped Educational Fridays. It's just that Fridays have been hectic, and I had missed a couple of them, but I have not stopped Educational Friday. We will be back this Friday. I haven't stopped it. But look, the reason why the Jetsons meets the Flintstones is because the awakened are going to be the ones who are able to escape this mental prison, okay? It's going to be the awakened. They're going to be the ones who are free. They're going to be the ones who seem to be living the high life, right? And those who choose to be slaves, who choose to just be, picking a convenience, they're going to be the Flintstones. So yes, they're going to live in two separate worlds, but at the same time, it's almost like being poor and going in a rich neighborhood. It's like almost living in two parallel worlds, right? That's what's going to happen. This is why this awakening is so imperative. You are going to either end up on the Jetson side of this shit, or you are going to end up on the Flintstone side of this shit. Now, this is the unfortunate thing. There's a thing called necessary evils, which means there are going to be people on the Flintstone side of this shit. And if you look at the Flintstones, like I didn't watch the cartoon much, but what I could recall, they seemed like a happy family. Even though they didn't have, you see what I'm saying? As much as the Jetsons, they seemed like they had everything that they needed. They seemed like a happy family. They didn't even know how poor they were until they ran across the Jetsons, okay? Now, the Jetsons didn't realize how good they had it until they ran across the Flintstones, because they realized these motherfuckers is living in a stone age. They don't even wear shoes. This is going to be the difference between the awakened and the unawakened. And the craziest part is, like the Flintstones, they not going to know that they in that position because they've been in it so long. So that's going to be the difference between your awakened and your unawakened. I'm telling you. If you want to see what it looks like, one of the pictures, that's exactly what it is. And if y'all want more clarity, go on YouTube and type in the Jetson meets the Flintstones. They got a bunch of clear people breaking this shit down like crazy. I'm talking about dissecting it. And if you pay attention to what these clears are saying, they literally describing what's going to be the future. It's basically talking about how these people, the Jetsons, had one world living here doing X, Y, and Z. They go on this vacation thinking they're time traveling, getting into this time machine, realizing it ain't no time machine, nigga. All you did was go from here to there, and you got to see that y'all living in the same time. I had to go pull it up. Spirit put it on my heart a couple of years ago to pull up that shit. And I listened to a bunch of clear people break this shit down. And then it dawned, because I had already had the premonition or the clarity that it was all at the same time. I got the clarity and the assurance that that's what it was, but I got to understand the concept of it more. Again, I didn't watch cartoons. I don't know what, you know what I'm saying, what these shows was about day to day. I know the concepts of them, but I never watched cartoons as a kid. So if you want to know what side you're going to be on, the Jetsons or the Flintstones. That's the awakened or the unawakened. That's all it is. You're going to either be a Jetson or you're going to be a Flintstone. That's it. Period, point blank. Where was I? Meek, thank you for the super chat. Oh no, thank you for being a member for 18 months. Says the ancestors been telling us. Think about Zap and Roger computer love. Yup. He was talking about a face on a screen that wasn't available public back then. Wow, I didn't think about. Girl, I didn't even think about that song. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that song and watch the video. They were predicting the future. Wait a minute. Was he predicting the future? Computer love. I told y'all the messages in the song. It said, need a special girl to share in my computer world. I no longer need a strategy. Thanks. Wait, y'all. Thank you, Meek. Hold on. I told y'all the messaging was in the computer, in the music. Look at the lyrics. It says computerized digital love. That's what he was saying. Computerized digital love. Then he says, I've been searching for someone who can share that special love with me. And your eyes have that glow. Could it be your face I see on my computer screen? Need a special girl to share in my computer world. I no longer need a strategy thanks to modern technology. That means, how men don't have to, back in the day, you had to go up to a girl and say, hey, how you doing? You look beautiful. Now you don't need a strategy. You can just go on the DMs. Look. Then it says, I've been searching for, I've been around from hot, sexy mamas to cool prime Madonnas. I want to share your treasures, oh so rare, because your face I see on my computer screen. Oh, won't you come keep me warm tonight? You are such a sweet delight. I will cherish the memory of this night. Yes, I found my computer love. And then they go into that shoo-be-doo-wop, shoo-doo-wop, I want to love you. Nigga was whole predicting the future. Like Earth, Wind, and Fire and all of them, man. Thank you for giving us the song for the day. Computer love is the song for the day, man. Yup, OnlyFans, dating apps. Yup. I told y'all the ancestors left us clues. It's in the music. It's in the movies. It's in everything. It's in the art. It's everywhere. You just have to open your eyes. Open your eyes so that you can see it. Thank you for bringing that up, Meek. That's crazy. He was predicting the future. He was telling y'all what they was about to do. Hey, you ain't gonna need to have to do X, Y, and Z because there's gonna be in the computer. You won't need a strategy. All you'll need is the computer because the person will be in the computer. And now it won't even be a person. It'll be a whole robot, AI. People falling in love with AI now. Tamara, on my own terms, Alvarez, thank you so much for becoming a new member. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ryan A, thank you for the super chat, says Democrats gave them food stamps, took it from us niggas, and who had our little $200. Facts. Wouldn't give me $300, had to give me $292 to a clear woman, and to a clear woman needed it the most because they didn't benefit from feminism. Let me tell you something. They took a lot of stamps from us. A lot of the stuff that a lot of the welfare, Section 8, they took a lot of that from us and gave it to the foreigners with the hard ER. Don't you go out there windmilling for that shit. Let them do it. That don't have nothing to do with you. Don't you go out there windmilling for the SNAP benefits. And quiet as it's kept. Most of y'all windmilling for the SNAP benefits. Somebody knowing somebody on there. Girl is somebody who been on there for 50 years. It's time for them to get off anyway. Divine Energy, thank you for the super chat. Says Cardi sure is a clear. And with that being said, I'ma leave on the truth. Love y'all down to the ground. I'm about to get up off of here. Y'all, I will see y'all tomorrow. Meet me at the dollhouse later on. Baddies coming up next. Meet me at the dollhouse. We will be Joce and Blueface being home. And me telling y'all I told y'all niggas. Love y'all. Catch y'all later. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.